YouTube, we're back. More Paradise Killer. Stream's going to be shorter today. I had to talk to Angel about something important. Oh, there's Shinji. I had to talk to Angel about something important, so later start means shorter stream. I just need to let Angel know something before I forget. Right, Carmelina, I believe, was the first order of business. Not to do her, but to ask her questions. Because I realised the way that I phrased things might have led to some misunderstanding.
Halt! What do you want, freak?
I want to talk to the architect.
Are you still investigating?
Yes. Any division's been caught.
Test me.
Do we have to go through this every time? Just take me to see Carmelina. I wonder if I can bind the...
Architect Carmelina silent.
Bind the conversation prompt to scroll wheel. Let's hang out. Can I ask you something, Architect? Carmelina silence. How can I help, Lady Loved Eyes?
The investigator is here.
Lady Loved Eyes, this island has an air of quietude.
We have achieved perfection.
Carmelina silence. Indeed it does. There is balance here. Oh, Platinum's angry. Lady Loved Eyes. Where does the balance come from? Carmelina silence. Positioning a function creates form. The functions of the island are arranged as a diamond on a compass. Everything has a place only it can have. Oh, we're going to praise, obviously. Lady Love dies. That is apparent. Carmelina silence. An architect that is scared of function and tries to hide it away is a coward with narrow taste. So Feng Shui? Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing on Stable Dare. So that is definitely Feng Shui. Feng Shui? Feng Shui? I don't know how to pronounce it precisely. I apologise. Lady Love dies. How do you mean? Carmelina silence. It is not happenstance that I choose to expose the workings of the island. For example, electricity meters on the side of buildings are not hidden in a more form-fitting hatch or closet. They are exposed and allow us to appreciate their function. If we can find function visually appealing, we have grown.
Craft is its own reward.
The circumstances you find yourself in are of course terrible. But I do hope you enjoy your time exploring this island. You know, Carmelina silence, I have enjoyed my time exploring the island. Lady Love dies. Thank you for your time, Architect. Oh no, I didn't exhaust her conversation tree last time. Oh, we have problems. Oh dear. Okay. Whew. Lady Love dies. Do you feel you aren't being rewarded for your hard work, Architect?
What?
Oh, you can scroll through the conversation. Carmelina silence. What do you mean by that?
Sure.
Lady Love dies. I have heard that there is a suspicion that you feel aggrieved by all your hard work building the islands not being rewarded with a seat on the
Craft
council.
is its own reward.
Sorry, I'm also trying to keep things calm with Angel. Carmelina silence. I do not require a reward for my craft. Craft is its own reward. Big things are happening, chat. Big things are happening behind the scenes. So then there are no perfect islands in the long term, and she just described a fashion trend. She did. She really did. I do not require a reward for my craft. Craft is its own reward.
Do your job.
Are you trying to build a motive for me?
I was born to investigate.
Lady Love dies. That's my job. Carmelina silence. You're going down the wrong path. Titles and power are my desire. Lady Love dies. What can you tell me about your self-imposed isolation 25 years ago?
Do your job.
Carmelina silence. I have no idea why something I did 25 years ago is any of your concern.
That's strange.
Lady Love dies. What were you doing? You said it was for a project, but no one has ever seen what came of it. Carmelina silence. What I choose to do is nothing you need to concern yourself with.
Sure.
Are you sure you were with Witness all night?
We have achieved perfection.
Carmelina silence. Yes. All night.
Ah,
Lady Love dies. And you didn't leave him for a moment?
Investigator.
Carmelina silence. Do you have something you wish to ask, investigator?
Crime cannot hide.
Lady Love dies. What about when Akiko called him? Didn't he leave the room? Carmelina silence. He did leave the room to take the call on his balcony. People leave the room for other reasons as well.
Do your job.
Carmelina silence. Do you wish for me to recall each time either of us went to the bathroom? Lady Love dies. What if I said that there were secret trans-dimensional corridors crisscrossing the island?
Craft is its own reward.
Carmelina silence. I'd say you spent too long in the scorching sun. Lady Love dies. So you don't know anything about them? Carmelina silence. I have no idea what you're talking about. Lady Love dies. To be clear, you are denying crafting secret corridors and hiding a killer within them. Carmelina silence. Of course I am. It's totally unbelievable. I think you need a rest, investigator. Lady Love dies. Crime doesn't rest, so nor do I. Let's see you explain this away in the trials. Carmelina silence. Explain what? A total fantasy? Lady Love dies. We'll see. Did Witness look like he was in pain when the council were murdered?
How dare you?
Carmelina silence. You know about his illness? Witness suffers greatly whenever someone dies on these islands, be they citizen or syndicate member. Last night he doubled over in pain, breathless, in agony. He suffers so much when there is a death. What's just hit me underneath? Oh. The cable tie for my laptop. How was Witness last night? Anything strange?
How dare you?
Carmelina silence. He wasn't happy I was there. He seemed agitated. I've just noticed her earrings are set squares. Lady Love dies. How did this behaviour manifest? Carmelina silence. His mask lets you see more than he thinks it does. Surprise, confusion, worry.
Got it.
Lady Love dies. Do you think he was involved with the murder? Carmelina silence. That's not for me to say. I'm just trying to be helpful. Can we discuss something of a delicate nature? Okay, I guess we can. You know what? No, we're going to do all of these, and she's going to ask at the end of every one. Did you see Yuri last night?
This is nonsense.
He's my secretary investigator. It would be strange were I not to see him. So that was before you went to Witness's apartment. Carmelina silence. Yes, we concluded our business for the day, and he left to deal with the fairy woman from the celebratory gardens.
I beg your pardon?
Why did you go to Henry's exorcism?
We have achieved perfection.
Carmelina silence. I have an acute interest in preventing the islands from succumbing to demonic corruption. It is rare to be able to see the effects of a possession firsthand. Lady Love dies. Tell me about the message you sent to Akiko telling her to leave Grace alone with Henry.
I beg your pardon?
Carmelina silence. I have no idea what message you're talking about, investigator. Lady Love dies. I have a copy of it here.
How dare you?
Carmelina silence. I'm sure that is a fabrication. I have no authority over Akiko. I can't order her to do anything, much less break procedure with something so dangerous.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. Then why did she step out of the room and leave them unattended? Carmelina silence. I have no idea. You'd have to ask the Grand Marshal.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What do you know about the Fourth Holy Seal?
Craft is its own reward.
Carmelina silence. Nothing, investigator. It is not my place to know. Lady Love dies. If no one knows how to get into the council building, and the next island is already built with a new council building, how will the new council get into it? Carmelina silence. A good question. If the seals on the next island cannot be breached, we will rebuild the council building. Lady Love dies. The perfect next island already sounds less than perfect.
We have achieved perfection.
Carmelina silence. Perfection requires adaptability. We will adapt. Want to tell me what you were doing carving flesh from a god?
Do your job.
Carmelina silence. How dare you accuse me of a vile crime like that? That is the height of heresy.
Paradise feels wrong.
Lady Love dies. Crying Grudge said it himself.
Do your job.
Carmelina silence. No such thing happened. Lady Love dies. I think it did.
It is cowardly to insinuate, investigator.
Carmelina silence. Then you will need some evidence. You are accusing the leader of the syndicate of one of the worst crimes imaginable.
I'm glad to be back.
I was going to say she's not actually the leader. Lady Love dies. Temporary leader. Know anything about demons on the island?
Believe what you want.
Carmelina silence. Besides the one that resides within the killer. Lady Love dies. Nothing has been proven yet. He's still an alleged killer. Carmelina silence. Quite. The marshals did an exemplary job of wiping the demons out. It was not enough to stop the corruption, though. Lady Love dies. Can you tell me about the secret panic room experiment?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Carmelina silence. Where did you hear that?
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Lady Love dies. People talk. Carmelina silence. I abandoned that a long time ago. It was designed to be a bunker of sorts. My plan was to dot them around the islands in case of attack. Syndicate members could hide in them. Lady Love dies. I've been in your bunker. Oh, did they have to put that line in this game? That's a euphemistic line.
Got it.
Why was it coded only to Witness's blood vial?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Carmelina silence. It embarrasses me to say it, but it was a lover's retreat. I disliked the design as a bunker and dropped my plan for them. It sat unused.
Craft is its own reward.
Spending time there with Witness felt illicit, exciting, but things didn't work out. Choose to believe the dog is the guiding brain in this operation? Oh yeah, most definitely. I haven't been in there in years. Lady Love dies. So I saw in the logs I pulled from it.
I have a bad feeling about this.
So you definitely weren't experimenting on a killer demon in there? Carmelina silence. Absolutely not. Did you see the Grand Marshal last night?
We have achieved perfection.
Carmelina silence. While I was with Witness, he got a call from Akiko. You should ask him about it. Lady Love dies. Thank you, Architect. Witness said the same thing. Did you see Crimson last night?
Craft is its own reward.
Carmelina silence. I didn't see Miss Acid last night. She was probably in her little den. Go and speak to her. Also, yeah, we can't see her feet or the dog's bottom half, so maybe they're kind of just attached. Did you see the doctor last night?
We have achieved perfection.
Carmelina silence. I didn't. At the crisis meeting, he said it was in his clinic. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night? Carmelina silence. Surely you've spoken to the Grand Marshal about what he did. Did you see Lydia and Sam last night? Carmelina silence. You need to speak to Yura, investigator. He was Lydia's handler all night. What did you know about the escape last night? Carmelina silence. You should speak to the Grand Marshal investigator. She was there and has a report waiting for you. Sorry again. Angel and I aren't having a great time of it mentally at the minute, so we're trying to keep each other calm. Do you know anything about the murder of the Marshal Guards outside of the council building? Carmelina silence. Losing fine marshals to a killer like that is a tragedy. Unfortunately, I don't have any further insight for you, investigator. What do you know about the second Holy Seal? Carmelina silence. It's one of the big mysteries, isn't it, investigator? Lady Love dies. You're the architect, and you don't know? Carmelina silence. Security. It's the only bit of the island I don't design.
Craft is its own reward.
It is better for the council to design their security and keep the secret to themselves. Do you know anything about the third Holy Seal? Carmelina silence. It is a secret, investigator, built without my knowledge. Time to probe. Do you have something you want to tell the investigator?
I beg your pardon?
Carmelina silence. I don't know if this is relevant, but I will disclose it. At midnight, Witness was fiddling with his phone.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. Did you see what he was doing?
Don't
Carmelina
test
silence.
me.
I didn't. Lady Love dies. Midnight was when the council were murdered. Carmelina silence. We were in the middle of conversation. He abruptly took out his phone and started using it. He was tapping at it for a few seconds. Lady Love dies. Did he step out of the room?
I beg your pardon?
Carmelina silence. No. Why do you ask?
I don't like this.
Lady Love dies. That means he wasn't making a call, or if he was, it wasn't one that was answered.
The investigator is here.
Did he say what it was about? Carmelina silence. No, he acted like nothing happened. Lady Love dies. Thank you, architect. Right, so now we've just got to go and hang out with people and hope that they have more to tell us. I really need to get a new computer chair, chat. Carmelina and Witness were together at the time of the murder. There was a 5-minute window when Witness stepped out onto his balcony to take a call from Akiko.
Sure.
Carmelina could have used that time to travel through one of these corridors, get to Dainonagata and take him to the council building.
I'm glad to be back.
Trials are going to be exciting. Peace. Right, let's go and talk to Henry again, because he was who we started with after. Well, he was actually the first person that I cleared all the conversation tree with, I think, so. I could just fast travel, I admit. I have 54 blood crystals, but I guess technically Crimson was the first person. But. I also want the save combination. If I get close enough, I think I can just jump in the water. Oh! That'll teach me to check my phone.
Freeze warning.
I got close enough. What up, Akiko?
Henry Division.
Let's talk, Henry.
Oh,
Henry Division, what now? Lady Love dies. What is it like living as a citizen on these islands?
Whatever you fucking say.
Henry Division. Just swell. Non-stop praying and working. Lady Love dies. You were in school when you were possessed. Henry Division. We all get an education. Most of us don't need it. We're just going to be put to work down in the caverns. Some get cushy office jobs, but the rest of us slave away.
Whatever you fucking say.
Maybe you fucks would resurrect your own gods faster if any of us gave a shit. Kidnapping and enslaving people really isn't the way to get a crowd enthused about the prospect of reviving monsters from the other side of the cosmos.
Whatever you fucking say.
Whatever. Oh, now I have a text. This is exciting. Is there anything important? Absolutely not. Did you see Yuri last night?
Not a fucking thing.
Henry Division. Who the fuck is that? Did you see the doctor last night? Henry Division. How should I know? Did you see Leader and Sam last
I'm
night?
shocked.
Who the fuck are
Stop
they? Did you see Witness to the End last night? Oh, I do know about that. Loads. I know so much. My mind is bursting with knowledge about whatever the fuck you're talking about.
Not a fucking thing.
Fuck off. Akiko.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
Got him in, Akiko. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. You're gonna die! Lady Love dies. Humour me. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Chenebevere.
the investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. Why did you become a soldier? Okay, Grand Marshal Akiko 14. What is this? What are you doing? Lady Love dies. Trying to get to know you. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Listen, Nenorochito. I'm waiting to execute this Labagiu. Not have a therapy session.
The investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. Akiko, you're the greatest soldier the Syndicate has ever known. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. What is this? Respect? Lady Love dies. You repelled the 19th sequence invasion. I just want to know about your military background. Surely that's not too much to ask. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Bine Akeshta Feme Eshte und Koshmar.
Soldiers of honor.
My parents died in the wars when I was 9. I was orphaned into the army of New Knight. I became a child soldier, mastering guerrilla warfare. At 13, I led an insurgency through my home country to push your lover, Damned Harmony, out of my country. Lady Love dies. He's not my love, Grand Marshal Akiko 14. You were deceived by him and nearly allowed him to destroy the Syndicate. Now here I am, talking to you and wishing I was dead. Lady Love dies. Do you like killing? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I'm not a murderer. I'm a soldier. Lady Love dies. I didn't say murder. Killing and murder are different.
I'm a soldier.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. That's the first intelligent thing out of your mouth, Nenorochito.
Ich prost.
A soldier has a job to do. We disconnect from life and become blades. Oh, I'll see you in Balmora then. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. We fight to give the world meaning. The world needs conflict. What am I doing talking to you like this? Lady Love dies. Careful, Akiko. You almost opened up. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Goodbye, Nenorochito.
You're trying to find the wrong truth.
Nenorochito?
Sure.
Lady Love dies. Is there something else, Akiko? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. No, it's nothing. Time to probe. What about you wanting to expand the roles of the marshals? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Where have you pulled that from?
Crime cannot hide.
Lady Love dies. You want exorcism to be a martial role? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. It makes sense. We hunt them. Might as well do the next step. Lady Love dies. Sounds to me you're making a land grab to boost the importance of the marshals. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Believe what you want, Nenorochito. Does the doc have a motive for killing the council?
Ich bebune.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I don't have anything to say about the doctor. I found a photo of you in his boat.
Nenorochito, you're out of your mind.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I have nothing to say, Nenorochito. Lady Love dies. Do you two have a history?
I'll kill you.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I said, I have nothing to say, Nenorochito. Did you see the doctor last night? I told you, he came to examine Henry after we found the Labadju.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. That was after the murder. Did you see him before? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. No, I was busy. Lady Love dies. Did you know about a back door in Doom Jazz's clinic?
Turfa.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. That Pula brought the power grid down a few years ago. When it came back online, that computer blew out.
Dracului din gură.
He was ordered to get the door fixed, but he never did.
That's weird.
Lady Love dies. How did he bring down the power? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. The reality folding drive kicks out an unfathomable amount of power, but the grid is fragile. A fine balance is maintained. The doctor tapped into the HQ's grid for some tests he was doing that needed extra juice. There are official channels to go through to get extra power, but he doesn't care. When he gets excited about something, the syndicate moves too slowly for him. When he fired up his equipment, the HQ's grid went down. When it came back up, a number of systems blew out. It caused chaos. Lady Love dies. Why wasn't he forced to get the computer fixed?
I'll kill you.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. He has a lot of visitors and likes secrecy. But Pula wasn't in any rush. He smooth talked his way out of it.
Rahat.
Got it.
Did you see Yuri last night?
Nenorochito.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. You're making me mad, Nenorochito. Who cares what his alibi is? The murderer is in this cage. Why didn't you let Doom Jazz examine the dead bodies of the Martial Guards? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. There was no need. They'd been carved up by the monster who, as I keep saying, is in custody. Surely even the investigation freak can see it's an open and shut case?
Don't test me.
Lady Love dies. If it was, I wouldn't be here. Heat on the street is that you're trying to expand the responsibilities of the marshals. You wanted to fold exorcism into the duties of the marshals.
Crime is repulsive.
Sure would be helpful if a demonic threat killed our exorcist.
Rahat.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I should kill you for that accusation. What can you tell me about the demonic sigils on Grace's body?
Pula.
Same as found on Henry's mother.
Got it.
Lady Love dies. I've been told they weren't. Arena Division's sigils were scorched onto her by sustained close proximity to Henry. Grace's were carved into her flesh.
I'll put your head on a spike.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Got any proof, Nenorochito? Lady Love dies. No solid proof, just a good bit of testimony. Were you carrying a blade when you arrested Henry? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Of course, I always carry my sword and combat knife. Lady Love dies. Did you find a blade on Henry when you arrested him or after he had killed Grace? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. No. Lady Love dies. So how did the sigils get carved into her body?
Rahat.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. No idea, Nenorochito. Demons? Lady Love dies. Thank you for the insight, Akiko.
Turfa.
Sure.
Okay, so the probing option's still there. Cool. Lady of Dice, why did you confiscate the photo of Grace Bloodline's neck from Doom Jazz after the examination?
Nenorochito!
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. She was murdered by someone possessed by a demon. Anything related to demonic possession is classified. Lady Love Dies. Is that standard procedure, or just for evidence that doesn't tie into the official story? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Standard procedure. You think you're really smart and clever with your snide insinuations, but you're not. You're wrong. Did you see Lydia and Sam last night? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I had my hands full last night in Nenorochito. I wasn't keeping tabs on the happy couple. Did you see Witness to the End last night? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. He was at his apartment. My marshals secured him when Henry escaped. Go and ask him about it. Lady Love Dies. I need your help, Akiko. No one has anything on Lydia and Sam. Surely the head of the military keeps an eye on people. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Fine, Nenorochito. I'm not one for gossiping. This is a time of crisis, so I'll tell you what we know.
Sure.
Lady Love Dies. We?
Rahat!
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. The God Justice Marshals. Keep up. My marshals have told me they've seen Lydia and Sam meeting in secret at the farm. I've had 3 million days to consider snide remarks, so I can do this for years. Not wrong, Unstable. I'm willing to bet Lady Love Dies when pushed can be very petty. Lady and Sam meeting in secret at the farm.
That's strange.
Lady Love Dies. Why the farm? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Atrebui Shate Duni Nabi. That is your job, investigator. Right, before I leave... right, so I guess we're going to talk to Crimson. Not like that, we won't. I'm trying to again get on. I'm trying to get on top of the tunnel because it's just easier. There we go. Oh, chat! I installed Alan Wake onto the Xbox earlier, so that's ready for when we finish up here. Although depending on how long there is after I finish this game, and I'm probably going to finish it if not tomorrow, then on Tuesday next week. I do have a short horror game to play. It's only supposed to take like an hour or two to get all 3 endings, so. I might play that before Alan Wake. I think Crimson's over here. Yeah. Oh no. Should have just used the ladder. Should have just used the ladder. Right, there we go. Is there a save point? I just walked past it, didn't I? I'm going to save, just in case.
Getting saved.
Hey Crimson, anything new to tell me?
Crimson acid.
Time for a chat, Crimson? Tell me about your blessing. Crimson Acid. The 19th island incident? It was a weird island from the beginning. Strange feeling in the air, like it was a powder keg waiting to go. About 2 centuries into it, the demonic invasion happened. Lady Love Dies. Think it was a setup?
What do you mean?
Crimson Acid. You mean by the Syndicate? A conspiracy? I don't think so. We discovered an Eden cult in the apartments. They'd convinced themselves a passing comet was the god. They were amateurs but managed to reach out into space. The demons flooded in. Lady Love Dies. How does this keep happening? Why didn't we ever manage to prevent this? Crimson Acid. Try as you might, you can't stop insurrection in a society. The Syndicate never learn. If you mass abduct a population and enslave them, they're going to act out. That's the secret to Perfect 25. Comlina and Masahiro came up with psychic retardant material for the buildings. You're never going to stop citizens reaching out to the gods. The islands have to be able to withstand it. Lady Love Dies. So you fought the fight and got blessed?
Don't be coy.
Crimson Acid. Not just a pretty face, lady. Akiko and her marshals were pinned down at the temple. I held the line at the council building. Akiko's never forgiven me. She was convinced the Demon General would go for the temple. I believed otherwise.
Thank you.
After the battle, the gods blessed me and I got this new head. Story time's over, lady. Be glad I didn't charge you for this. Go save paradise instead of hanging around in the sewer. Be back for another story. Are ye? I guess if it's grey, I can maybe ask about it again. I don't know.
The investigator is here.
Lady Love Dies. Yuri's got some things to say about you.
I have my ways.
Crimson Acid. I bet he does. He isn't my biggest fan. Lady Love Dies. He says you want to be a soldier again. Says you want to be in the marshals. Crimson Acid. How'd you two start talking about that?
Got it.
Lady Love Dies. Asking around about motives.
What do you mean?
Crimson Acid. And he thinks that's enough to be my motive? That I'd kill the council just to try to get to be a marshal? Lady Love Dies. Are you denying it?
Doesn't add up.
Crimson Acid. No, it's true. Lady, do you really think that's a motive for mass murder? Lady Love Dies. It sounds tenuous to me.
Good work.
Crimson Acid. I'm glad you said that. I was dreading the snakes getting to you. It's no secret I want out of a life forced on me. I would love to be a soldier again.
Secrets are dangerous.
Has to be done the right way, though. Not through mass murder. Why does Doom Jazz have a photo of Akiko? Crimson Acid. Gotta pay, lady. So I wonder if this is a way of getting answers to things that you block yourself out of in conversation options. He was in a relationship. He still loves her. It didn't work out. She can't relate to people who aren't soldiers. And he can't keep his dick in his pants. Lady Love Dies. Personal experience? Crimson Acid, you'll want to talk.
That's weird.
Lady Love Dies. Why does that give him motive for the council murder? Crimson Acid. The original secret.
Weird.
Montserrat was planning on doing a similar operation that got Doom Jazz's father killed. A suicide mission for Akiko. Doom Jazz found out.
Nanny, the hell?
Lady Love Dies. So he'd kill the council to protect her? Crimson Acid. Wouldn't you kill a bureaucrat to save the person you love? Did you see Witness last night? Crimson Acid. I heard Carmelina went to visit him last night. You should speak to her. Any idea how I could track down a phone number?
Nice doing business with you.
Crimson Acid. I have my ways. I can run a search for you. There's a service charge, of course. So I'm just going to do this to corroborate what I've already discovered as evidence. Thanks, lady. What's the number? Give it a number. Let's see. Nothing. That number isn't registered to a phone on the island. Are there unregistered phones? No. Masahiro controls the phone output. Everything is registered. I have a backdoor into their system so I could scope the numbers. Lady Love Dies. Is there anything else that could have a number attached to it? Crimson Acid. Not a clue. You're going to need to go looking. Did you see Yuri last night? Crimson Acid. Yuri handles Lydia on the last night of an island. You should speak to her. Did you see the Grand Marshal last night? I didn't see Akiko last night. You should speak to her. Did you see the doctor last night?
This is booming.
I know something about his clinic, but I won't charge you. Find the back door. Is there anything else you could tell me about Henry's movements last night? Got nothing more than Akiko says. Did you see Lydia and Sam? Lydia should have been doing her ferrywoman duties. The log at the gates should confirm something about that. Okay, so that's it for Crimson Acid. Let's go talk to Yuri again. I know it makes more sense to go around and talk to Lydia first because she's the closest, but I just like running across the island. I'm going to be honest. The movement in this game is really nice.
Ha. Ha. Oh.
Oh, hang on. I'm trying to get better about saving. I went for a long while without saving a couple of streams ago, and I've learned my lesson.
Yuri Knight.
Got time to chat, Yuri?
What business is it of yours?
Yuri Knight. Oh, move the cursor. What now? Lady Love Dies. You seem to be ambitious, Yuri Knight. Is that a statement or a question?
Got it.
Lady Love Dies. Why are you like this?
What are you talking about?
Yuri Knight. Like what? Lady Love Dies. Don't be arrogant, Yuri. You know what.
Worthless.
Yuri Knight. Just want people to use language correctly when addressing their betters. He's one of those assholes, huh? Lady Love Dies. I apologise, I wasn't thinking.
Pathetic.
Uranite, see that you do in the future.
What business is it of yours?
I'm now secretary to the leader of the syndicate. Lady Love Dies, you have advanced well. Uranite, I have. Having ambition pays off. I'm just going to flatter his ego. Lady Love Dies, you should always rise to the top.
Got nothing on me.
Uranite, precisely. Without ambition you have nothing, and never become better than them. Lady Love Dies, them? Uranite, those around you that are content to while away their lives. Lady Love Dies, what about people that find happiness in contributing, rather than ruling? Uranite, they have a purpose.
I don't like this.
Lady Love Dies, from a certain view.
Don't be snide with
Uranite,
me.
we're done. Goodbye, freak. Goodbye, Yuri. Enchanted Blue is secured by god hunters in the real world. She's in the pyramids hidden in the caverns in the Sahara. Uranite, the syndicate exists to resurrect gods. How can we sit idly by when a goddess is in the hands of an enemy?
Sure.
Lady Love Dies. Retrieving her would be a suicide mission. You're familiar with deception by gods, right?
Freak.
Uranite, like you? The disgraced freak? I haven't been deceived. That's a crime. Future councillors can't commit crimes, can we? Lady Love Dies. How did you go through such a big transformation? Enchanted Blue blesses those she deceives with physical perfection. Uranite. You're saying I'm perfect, freak? You like what you see? Lady Love Dies. It's nice to see someone good looking after all this time. Uranite. I bet it is. Exile must have been lonely.
Insufferable.
I'll admit that I've caught the attention of my goddess, but I'm strong enough to not be deceived. Lady Love Dies, so even though you haven't been deceived, she blessed you.
Don't make me laugh.
Uranite. Obviously I stood out from the crowd. You can understand why. Lady Love Dies. Uh-huh. Yes, it's your arrogance. I've scanned your phone. You can have it back now.
Freak.
Uranite. Believe me now, freak? Lady Love Dies. My job isn't to believe. I need proof. Uranite. And now you have
The
proof.
truth is revealed.
Lady Love Dies. There's a 10-minute period where your phone went dark. Your alibi has a hole.
Got it.
Lydia told me she lost contact with you last night during this 10-minute window. She tried to contact you while she was waiting at the Paradise Gates just before the murder.
Huh?
Uranite. And?
Why?
Were you in the council building? You didn't want to be contacted?
Nonsense. Don't
Uranite.
be
Of course
snide
not.
with
The
me.
reality folding drive might have disrupted the communications. At the end of an island, the folding drive does a final burst to power both islands during the transition. The radiation sometimes causes localized areas of communication and electrical interference.
That's weird.
Lady Love Dies. That seems convenient.
Don't be snide with me.
Uranite. What do you want me to say? I want you to explain how your phone was affected, but Lydia's wasn't. Sips water. I heard you're missing a ring, Yuri.
What?
Uranite. Of what interest is that to you? Lady Love Dies. Is it this one? Uranite. Give me that. Lady Love Dies.
Crime is repulsive.
'Tis impolite to snatch. Want to tell me what it's doing in the fist of K. Hicks's dead body?
You've got nothing on me.
Uranite. I have no idea. He made it for me and I lost it. Someone probably found it and gave it to him, recognizing his work.
Sure.
Lady Love Dies. Probably. Anything else you want to tell me?
No.
Uranite. I don't know anything else, freak.
Why?
Why did you shut the boat trips down early, Yuri?
What business is
You're
it
a
of
knight.
yours?
What he just said. Lady Love Dies. Just answer the question. Uranite. It's part of shutting down the island. Ready for the end. Lady Love Dies. But why? Never normally happens and none of the other systems were shut down prematurely.
Insufferable.
Uranite. Don't question how I do my job, freak. I had some security worries and shut it down.
Crime is repulsive.
Lady Love Dies. Did it have anything to do with a dead body at the bottom of the cliff?
What?
Uranite. What dead body?
How dare you?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but surely this is the jurisdiction of the marshals. You're supposed to be investigating the council murder. Mr. Ebedes, also, if it's localized, why was Yuri in the proximity of the reality folding drive? Yes, also that.
I need to investigate this.
Lady Love Dies. It might be linked.
When love dies, all that remains Other facts.
Did you have anything to do with it?
No.
YouTube, Unstable is asking the real questions. Uranite, definitely not freak. Lady Love dies. A lot of bad coincidences then? Uranite, must be. What was that quote from Legacy of Kain about coincidences? Something like, where I see too many coincidences. When there are too many coincidences, I see design. Your job is to direct Lydia when she moves us to the next island, right?
Worthless.
Uranite, what do you want now?
The investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. What did you direct her to do right before the council murder? Uranite, I asked her to take her husband Sam off the island. The end of island party was over and his bar could be shut down. Snapped quote for this game? It is. It really is. Lady Love dies. What time was this? Uranite, about 23:40, I think. Did you see the doctor last night? He said it in his clinic. Ask him, not me. Did you see Witness to the End last night? I'm aware the architect planned to visit him last night. You can check with her. Lady Love dies. How do you know?
Pathetic.
Uranite. I'm the architect's assistant. I arrange her appointments and make sure that she can carry out her work without being obstructed by anyone else on this island. I'll leave Carmelina for last, although probably could go and yeah, she does have something new for me. Doom Jazzler. I think I just went the wrong way. I sure did. Oh dear. And jump onto here. And then double jump over here. Jump onto this. The music in this game is very good. Very good indeed.
Getting saved.
Oh no. I thought his boys were banana shaped.
Dr. Ninjas.
Got a sec, Doc? Dr. Doomjazz. How's the investigation going? Caught the bad guy yet?
Wonderful.
I think I've got some handcuffs somewhere around here if you need them. Lady Love dies. How many people have you used them on?
Fabulous.
Dr. Doomjazz. Only a few special ones.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Lady Love dies. Still not settled down then? Dr. Doomjazz. Not the kind of guy. Too much to experience. Lady Love dies. It's a small island. Not that much to experience. Dr. Doomjazz. Every person is unique. Each island has a lot of new people. Lady Love dies. Relationships with citizens are forbidden.
My favourite investigator.
Dr. Doomjazz, do you want me to get the handcuffs? Want to take me in? Lady Love dies. You replaced your arms. Dr. Doomjazz. Nice topic change. An updated model by MHI. They've improved haptics in the fingers. Lady Love dies. Strictly for medical purposes, I'm sure. Dr. Doomjazz. Want to test them?
Sorry.
Lady Love dies. I'm supposed to be investigating a mass murder.
Indeed.
Dr. Doomjazz. Everyone is supposed to do a lot of things. Lady Love dies. Let's see what happens later. Goodbye, Doc.
It's been wonderful to see you again.
I'm enraptured by you, Love dies. Besotted, enthralled. Lady Love dies. Where's this going? Dr. Doomjazz. I understand the key to your heart is information. You desire the unknown. You desire to know about people.
You've got this wrong.
Maybe there's something I can help you with. Been told that you're in love with Akiko.
What?
Dr. Doomjazz. I assume you paid for that secret? It's not your business or anyone else's. It has nothing to do with your case. Did you experience a comms blackout last night from the reality folding drive burst? Dr. Doomjazz. Can't say I did. They're pretty unusual. Oh. They're pretty unusual, are they? Do you give Sam blood? Dr. Doomjazz. Yes, I do. He has a rare condition. You might have noticed he has no flesh and his skeleton is bright red. The council approved letting him have citizen blood that is let in the temple. He developed this condition a few sequences ago. I suspect his body is starting to give out.
Fabulous.
I have a bad feeling.
I had nothing to do with this.
Did you see Lydia and Sam last night? Dr. Doomjazz. I was in my clinic all night and didn't see them. Lydia should have been in contact with Yuri, though. Did you see Witness to the End last night? I don't know what Dr. Doom Jazz. I don't know what he was doing, but he's normally in his apartment on the last night of an island. Go ask him. Time to probe. Whoops. Do you have something you want to tell the investigator?
That's not nice.
Dr. Doom Jazz. Akiko's in trouble. She's been mixing business and pleasure. The council found out. But they're planning on stripping her of authority on the next island. Oh! Lady Love Dies. Is this about her relationship with Captain Voth?
I had no idea.
Dr. Doom Jazz, so you know.
Paradise feels wrong.
Lady Love Dies. And who told you?
You've got this wrong.
Dr. Doom Jazz. I asked Kiwami a while before he died. He gets loose-lipped after a drink.
Sure.
He got loose-lipped after a drink. Lady Love Dies. And who told Akiko?
I've got all the time in the world. For you.
To Doom Jazz. I get loose-lipped around a woman in power armor. Big mood.
I'm glad to be back.
Lady Love Dies. Thank you, Doctor. Okay, so that's that. I'm just going to take the lift back up to the top. That's not the lift, that's his clinic door. Mistakes have been made, chap. I'm committed now, though. Hey, do you have anything nice to say to me?
This is a restricted area.
Did you see Akiko on the night of the murder? Yes, she returned here after Henry escaped.
I don't like this.
Lady Love Dies. Got a way to prove that? Marshal God, our word is all you need.
Is this a fact or a truth?
Lady Love Dies. Hard to believe the word of the Grand Marshal's loyal troops. Marshal God, what do you want, freak? Lady Love Dies. I want Akiko's phone records for last night. Marshal God, they're classified.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Crimson Acid can lead the Marshals next island. Apparently so. That'd be cool. Lady Love Dies. I'm the investigator. Marshal God. Grand Marshal Akiko is our leader, not you. What do you want, freak? Glad I spoke with them. But yes, there may be an opening for Crimson Acid. So maybe she killed the Marshals. If they were in fact the Marshals, I'm suspecting they were the prisoners, and Akiko swapped the Marshals and the prisoners, and that's why she's not letting Doom Jazz examine the bodies. Just gonna go talk to One Last Kiss. Probably a quicker way to get up there, maybe like platform up the back of the island, but heck yeah, I'm doing it this way. I think Acid had to kill the Marshal. It sounds like Akiko's judgment had already been determined, and all Acid had to do was wait. It's true. It's very true. No, it's not my computer. Right. Hey, you're a ghost, One Last Kiss. You'd notice if there was any kind of electrical interference, right? That's how that works in this world.
One last kiss.
Got time to chat? One last kiss. I have all the time in the world. Until the island ends. Lady Love Dies. Are you worried about blinking out of existence when this island ends? One last kiss. What a wonderful bedside manner, investigator. If you do your job, then I have nothing to worry about. My killer will be brought to justice, and I can be laid to rest. Lady Love Dies. What if the killer isn't brought to justice?
There is corruption on this island, investigator.
One last kiss. Then I will fade with the island. At least I will get to see the exact moment when an island disappears. No one else has ever seen that. Lady Love dies. Optimistic. One last kiss. Without optimism you have nothing. Cynicism and pessimism waste your precious time on this world. Even for immortals like us, the universe is vast and infinite and eternal. Immortality is still just the merest unimaginably small amount of time.
Aren't you paying attention, investigator?
Do you believe in the afterlife, investigator? Lady Love dies, of course. What else is there? Well, I don't know why the ghost is asking me about my belief in the afterlife. Clearly something does happen after death, because she's a ghost. One last kiss. Do you take solace in that belief? Lady Love dies. I just see it as an inevitability. One last kiss. Grim acceptance? Lady Love dies. Something like that. One last kiss, even for an immortal.
Is this a fact or a truth?
Lady Love dies. Immortal doesn't mean invulnerable. Oh, thank the gods! Someone has finally pointed out that immortal does not mean the same thing as invulnerable. One last kiss is preparing for a tryst with Love dies in the afterlife. I'm here for that. I stand that power couple. Sorry, this is just a personal peeve of mine. When in a lot of media, like, oh no, they're immortal, doesn't mean they can't get hurt. It just means they won't die of old age. Lady Love dies. All it takes is one knife, and suddenly you're dealing with the cold, hard fact of the afterlife existing or not existing. One last kiss. A lot of people found out that fact last night, didn't they? I don't know what that voice was, I do apologise. Lady Love dies. I hope they got the answer they wanted. Did you experience a comms blackout last night from the reality folding drive burst? Hey, she's a ghost! One last kiss. It would be very convenient for that to happen last night, wouldn't it? I think whoever told you that is lying. You know, I'm inclined to agree. Did you see Lydia and Sam last night?
Those are facts, but are they the truth?
One last thing. One last kiss. The logs at the Paradise Gates will confirm several things. Their alibis and their time frame. Consider the time frame, investigator. Okay, oh, Lydia has nothing new. I guess it's not been long enough. I guess I can talk to Sam. And then Witness? Because by the time I've spoken to Sam, maybe Lydia will be available to confer with. I just want to get on top of this. Thank you. I jumped too far. Never mind. Oh, actually, that's fine, because Sam's over here. Hey. I should have saved.
Daybreak.
Fancy a drink?
Lady Love dies. Sure. What's your recommendation this time, Sam? Sam Daybreak. How are you doing, LD? Lady Love dies. I'm exhausted.
My unique blend.
Sam Daybreak. I thought you might be. How about a dish of edamame and a whiskey mitsuwari?
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Immortality and invulnerability are not the same thing, which is why you should wish for eternal youth only after having a wish to ensure all of the subsequent wishes were to the wisher's desire. Yup. 100% must over this. 100%. Lady Love dies. Perfect. Sam Daybreak. Serving whiskey in a mizuwari style is good with food. Mixing chilled whiskey and chilled mineral water lengthens the flavour but maintains mouthfeel. You can really taste the toffee flavour in this one, can't you?
What the hell?
Lady Love dies. This taste reminds me of something.
My unique blend.
Sam Daybreak. Remember Dead Nebula's fine-aged soul, a deep and complex yet delicate whiskey? Sam Daybreak. One of Dead Nebula's most popular whiskies. You enjoyed it just before your exile. You had one last night in my bar before your exile. We drank this together with Lydia, didn't we?
I'm glad to be back.
Lady Love dies. You have a good memory. Sam Daybreak. It is my job to remember everything about a guest in my bar. I'm not just here to serve drinks. It is imperative that I select the right drink. Make sure you leave happier than when you arrived. Lady Love Dies, where did you learn? Sam Daybreak. Unfortunately, I did not have a bar master to learn from. I had some other skills to fall back on though, didn't I? Lady Love Dies. Assassination. Sam Daybreak. Assassination is not just placing a knife between ribs. You must know your target. Remember everything about them. Assess the atmosphere and mood of the target to find the perfect moment and method.
What?
The kill is a performance, an economy of motion, a ceremony of precision. Tools are raised and used intimately. You see that when I make a drink, don't you? Lady Love Dies. I'd love to stay, but this mass murder won't solve itself. Sam Daybreak, please come back, won't you? Lady Love Dies. Looking forward to it. Does Yuri come in here? Sam Daybreak. Why do you ask, LD? Lady Love Dies. He's after my time, and Lydia mentioned him. I don't know him. People speak to bartenders, pull their heart out after a bad day. Sam Daybreak. He does come in from time to time. We all need a drink, right? Lady Love Dies. I don't trust people who don't.
Is this a joke, LD?
Sam Daybreak. We'll have our own ways. It can be a dark path, though. Be careful, won't you? Lady Love Dies. What can you tell me about him?
Ridiculous.
Sam Daybreak. He's a power boy. All he thinks about is power and ambition. Lady Love Dies. He wants to be on the council? Sam Daybreak. Sure does. Maybe he finally snapped?
That's strange.
Lady Love Dies. Snapped?
Fancy a drink?
Sam Daybreak. All he wants is to pursue his ambition. I voted against him in one of his numerous motions and he came across the room at me. He's angry and impatient. He thinks he's ready to run the show. Don't all young people, though. Did you experience the comms blackout last night from the reality folding drive burst? Sam Daybreak. Lydia couldn't contact Yuri for a while. Was that because of a blackout? Lady Love Dies. That's what I'm trying to find out. May you always live in the shadow. May you reach the moon. Okay, now that we've spoken to Sam, does Lydia have anything new? She does not. Who's left? Witness. Dang it. If I get onto the edge here. Yes. So Witness's place is over there. Just trying to take the most direct route I can. This will drop me in the water if I recall correctly. Oh. Yep. If I recall correctly. But then I can go up here. Just gonna save while I'm thinking about it. Nope, this is the oldest to save.
Getting saved.
Going up. I like the weird noise you get from the corridors. There is.
Witness to the end.
Want to chat, Witness? Witness to the end. I must warn you that I'm not one for long conversations. Lady Love Dies. How are your plants, Witness?
The gods are watching us.
The Witness to the end. They do well in the climate of paradise. When the world is coming apart, it is good to have a hobby. Oh shoot, chat, I need to water our plants. I might do that during my wellness break. Winston, would you like one? Well, let's give them to people. They are difficult to care for.
Other gods work in esoteric ways.
They are a test sent from the gods. If we fail to look after them, they will die. If they all die, then we all die. The plants need our time and devotion. So do our gods. Lady Love dies. Absolutely. Maddening rare plant. Finish to the end. This plant has been freshly fertilised and watered. It comes from an esoteric plateau from my home in Iran. It will survive for a while without constant attention. Once you finish your investigation, it will provide something to focus on. Lady Love dies. Thank you, witness.
The gods are watching us.
Witness to the end. I am enjoying our conversations, Lady Love dies.
The gods are radiant.
There is a sensitive matter which we could discuss further.
Relic obtained.
A rare plant bred by witness. He gives them as gifts and they're notoriously hard to maintain.
Why?
Why were you irritated to see Carmelina?
What?
The witness to the end. Is that what she told you? I was surprised. It is unlike her to do a social call.
Why?
Lady Love dies. Why do you think she interpreted that as an irritation?
Another sinner.
Witness to the end. I believe she wanted to gloat about the perfect next island. I wasn't in the mood to fawn over her achievements. We have different views on the rush to perfection. Did you experience the comms blackout last night from the reality folding drive burst? Witness to the end. I didn't. When they have occurred before, they've always been hard to pinpoint. They don't affect the whole island. Lady Love dies. Did you see Lydia and Sam last night? The witness to the end. Speak to Yuri, he is her handler.
Ah.
Do you have something you want to tell the investigator? The witness to the end. It is about Akiko's phone call after Henry escaped.
The gods are watching us.
I can see you are working hard, Love dies, so I will tell you this. I worry that you are doing this for yourself and not the gods, but I am bound to help you. It is their wish.
This island is full of sinners.
Akiko was supposed to be at the desolation cell, yet I couldn't hear the haunting sounds of that island, nor the sea that surrounds it. Lady Love dies. What does that mean? The witness to the end. Everything? Nothing? You need to work that out.
The end times are long.
The gods wished you to know, so now you know. May you fly with destroyed Eden. May you reach the moon. Okay, so that's witness. That's everyone, right? Apart from Carmelina again. So back to Carmelina, I guess. Actually, shortcut. It is this one. It's the wrong one, but never mind. I like the 0G. I think it's still faster to have gone this way anyway, so. Dang, I'm good. I keep getting 5 from the jump catch game. Hey, it turns out when I'm not reading like 10 conversation trees in one go, the interviews go a lot faster. Anything new?
Scene investigation.
No, there isn't. I didn't know if anything would be like added to it based on knowledge gained.
Analyzing.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Anyway, this way for Carmelina. Hey, I'd like to go back in.
What do you want, Free?
Got it.
Architect Carmelina Silence.
Can I ask you something, Architect?
Believe what you want.
Carmelina silence. What is the point of all these questions, Investigator? An investigator needs... Lady Love dies. An investigator needs to understand the suspects, not just facts about the case.
We have achieved perfection.
I figured she'd appreciate the more professional approach. Can't believe the silence. What do you want to know? Lady Love dies. What do you do as the architect?
Craft is its own reward.
Calmly in the silence. I craft and enable dreams. Each island needs to be thoroughly designed. I plan every square inch. It takes centuries. The islands are given form by the Council's psychic will. I transmute that psychic will into physical form. Lady Love dies. Can anyone be an architect? Calmly in the silence. No one has shown any ability outside of the Silence family. The gift was part of the Silent Goat's blessing when the Syndicate was formed. We needed somewhere to live outside of the real world. Lady Love dies. How do you transmute the Council's will? Calmly in the silence. I have never been able to describe it. It is just a feeling. When they meditate and envisage the island, I am able to open psychic pathways to a new reality and let the island take shape. Lady Love dies. The Syndicate would be lost without you.
We have achieved perfection.
Calmly in the silence. I live to serve.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yuri claims that the reality folding drive caused a comms blackout last night. Is that something that can happen with the reality folding drive?
How dare you?
Calmly in the silence. Why are you asking me? Lady Love dies. The drive is operated by Masahiro Heavy Industries, but none of their representatives are left on Paradise. You're the architect, so I thought you might know something. Calmly in the silence. I can't help you with the specifics, but there have been instances of the drive causing blackouts at the end of an island.
The investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. Did you experience it last night? Calmly in the silence. No. They are localised though, so that isn't to say it didn't happen. The drive performs a burst to power each island, throws a lot of radiation and particles out into the air. If Yuri was in a patch of radiation, it would have caused a blackout temporarily.
Don't test me.
Lady Love dies. Do you think it is convenient that it happened around the time of the murder?
This is nonsense.
Calmly in a silence. Do you? Lady Love dies. That's what I'm trying to work out. Calmly in a silence. Yuri is a loyal member of the Syndicate. You'd do well to focus on the real suspect instead. Do you have something you want to tell me? Calmly in a silence. Something concerns me about Witness. Some of us become more complicated as our lives go on. Others do not. I can see it behind his mask. Lady Love dies. He's changed since I've been gone. Calmly in a silence. Witness has become gripped with religious hysteria. He believes that we have strayed too far from the path. Montserrat wanted to protect the new island with a tighter grip on the Syndicate. In Witness's eyes, our leader was not placing enough importance on resurrecting the gods. Montserrat was furthering the Syndicate, not our holy mission.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Lady Love dies. Then that does make him a sinner.
This is nonsense.
Calmly in a silence. Don't be short-sighted. The Syndicate are hampered by demonic invasions and the deaths of our homes. Montserrat is playing a longer game. Build a perfect island. Rule it perfectly. And then focus on the gods. Our divided attention was getting us nowhere. Witness had grown infuriated with Montserrat. They were like baying dogs in Syndicate meetings. Witness voted against every one of Montserrat's proposals.
Got it.
Lady Love dies. Is there anything else? Calmly in a silence. When a man becomes complicated, he often withdraws. Witness is no different. He needed time with his thoughts. His sanctuary was his apartment. It became rare to see him. I have wondered what he does up there.
Got it.
Lady Love dies. Is this privacy more than usual? So the real suspect is that dog. We need to confer with Bear Chan to get more evidence. You know what, Stebades? I'll talk to Bear Chan right after this. What's up? Urge to sneeze fading? We would almost never see him. He would only leave his apartments to attend Syndicate meetings, and only then it was to scream religious proclamations at us. That was one of the reasons I went to see him last night. I was worried. I needed to know he was fine at the final end of an island. Lady Love dies. Thank you for your candour, Architect. Right, he's going to talk to Henry again. So. We'll ask Bear Chan for some answers. Apologies, chat. I'm a bit sneezy today and I don't know why. Wow, that was impressive. I was trying to land on the bridge. Right, Bear-chan. Wrong way. Hey, do you know anything? Pet the dog. Henry, right. Bear-chan, chat, completely innocent. How dare you? Whoops. Well, I guess while I'm here, as we'll talk to Crimson again.
Game saved.
So I wonder if, so it looks like some of the secrets that Crimson gives you, they're just the probe for questions. But then obviously some of them maybe you can't find anywhere else. Of course, Bear-chan's innocent. It's true. How dare I suspect? Got time for a chat, Crimson? Why is no one else blessed? Crimson Acid. The gods work in mysterious ways. Depends on who catches their eye. What do you really want to talk about? You're not here to shoot the breeze about divine blessings. I can see it in your eyes. Lady Love Dies. Can I ask you about Isaiah?
Good work.
Crimson Acid. I was wondering when we get to the ex-husband topic. What do you want to know?
Sure.
Lady Love Dies. What's he doing now? Crimson Acid. He's still responsible for the citizen management, abduction, reconditioning, distribution. Lady Love Dies. Did he ever forgive me? Crimson Acid. I think so. Took him a while. He trusted you implicitly. You know that. Your deception by damned harmony upended his world.
That's strange.
Not just your crime, but the faith he'd put in you. We all believed in the great Lady Love Dies, the investigation freak of the Syndicate. No one believed in you as much as Isaiah did. The shock of the damned harmony incident was realising that if you can be deceived by a god, any of us can. Lady Love Dies. No one was more surprised than me. I thought I was untouchable. Crimson Acid. I can believe it. To answer your question, he did forgive you. All of the old drinking gang did. You need to know, though, that he's with Madame Complex now.
Sorry.
Lady Love Dies. I wasn't planning on chasing after him. I destroyed his life once already. Crimson Acid. He's on the next island. One of Lydia's first pickups last night. Not a lot for the citizen manager to do once the slaughter is completed.
Sorry.
Lady Love Dies. I'm glad he's not a suspect. Crimson Acid. Time to move on, lady. Lady Love Dies. Understood.
What do you mean?
Oh, more probe! More probe!
The investigator is here.
Do you have something you want to tell the investigator? Crimson Acid. I told you about the key from K. Hurks. I didn't tell you another part of the story. I've been worried about what's going on, but you need to know. I seduced K. Hurks for my own interest, but someone else asked me to do it as well. Lady Love Dies. Who? Crimson Acid. Witness.
Sure.
Lady Love Dies. Why?
Don't be coy.
Crimson Acid. He wanted the key. I don't know why, but he asked for it. He wanted it modified for remote access. A dongle could be placed in the control panel and then used to remotely access it. It needed a line of sight, though. That amount of data could easily drop packets if the signal was blocked.
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
Lady Love Dies. Did you give it to him?
Who knows?
Crimson Acid. Yes. Lady Love Dies. Why? Crimson Acid. He promised to help me.
Sure.
Lady Love Dies. With what? Crimson Acid. He said he had a plan for the next island that would allow me to keep my freedom and allow me to return to active service.
Don't test me.
Lady Love Dies. Crimson.
You're letting the snakes get to you.
Crimson Acid. I know. I didn't expect it to be this. If this was him.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Lady Love dies. This is the truth. Crimson Acid. Yes. Lady Love dies. I've got some work to do. Obviously, Witness was the one that gave it to Lydia. Did you experience a comms blackout last night from the reality forwarding drive burst? Crimson Acid. Not down here. Those are very rare, lady. If he's using that as an alibi, you need to be skeptical. Oh, I am. I guess over to Henry and Akiko. I also haven't maxed out relationships with anyone, so I assume they go up to up to 4. There's no evidence to break Witness's alibi. Oh, right, notes. Need to work on Carmelina. There's a safe in Henry's apartment. Receiver. What X-Space is it when you should spend time with Carmelina in a secret bunker? Cakes is missing. So let's talk to Witness. That's the safe. This is still an unsolved issue. Can't tell you why everything went to the left there. It wasn't even a momentum thing, because I wasn't moving left. I think these two, yeah, they have something new to say. Even if it's just to hang out with them again. What about Lydia? Nope. I'm wondering if, because Lydia and Sam are counted as one thing on here. Oh no, they're not. Never mind. I'm wondering if the relationship with Lydia and Sam is tracked like together, because Lydia's also the fairy woman. I don't know.
Respawning.
I could have just used the respawn button, admittedly, but I think yeeting myself into the ocean is much more dramatic and suits the game better.
Henry Division.
Let's talk, Henry. Is there any joy to be had on the islands? Henry Division. Oh yeah. Too much, really.
What a fucking surprise.
What the fuck do you think? Lady Love dies. I'm just trying to get a handle on the island that birthed the crime to end all crimes. I am a Bubbles, you are a Rocker, and you are most welcome, Rocker. Henry Division. We do our work and pray. Sometimes people go to that bar. Sometimes we go to the beach.
What a fucking surprise.
Did you know there's boat rides? Fucking boat rides. Lady Love dies. Have you been on one? Henry Division. Yeah. A long time ago. My mom took me. We didn't get the best seats. I was a problem kid and she was a single mother. Do you think this game needs any more drama? Yes, unstable else. I will not be satisfied until this game is 110% drama. Lady Love dies. Were you always shunned? Henry Division. She made some friends eventually. There was a mahjong club in one of the apartments. She got in with them. Lady Love dies. What about you? Henry Division. I found kids to hang out with. Not friends though. I just do stuff to make them laugh. Smash windows, set fire to people. Whatever. That's when I started being arrested a lot.
Whatever you fucking say.
Hang on. What the fuck am I doing opening up like this?
Whatever you
Whatever.
fucking say.
You want to hear something fucking good? I got something. Do you have something you want to tell the investigator? How are you doing, Rocker? Henry Division. I like you, investigator. I think you're onto something. The code to the safe in my apartment is SO394BF984537BS9. Hope you're remembering that, chap, because I sure as heck haven't. Lady Love dies. I thought you had a bad memory. Henry Division. Something's just getting engraved on it. Trust me, I wish they didn't. People should have minds full of things. If you only have a couple of things rattling around in there, it's torture.
I spent my entire life adrift.
The same thing keeps bouncing off of the edges of your consciousness, and it's like a gunshot each time.
Key item obtained.
Did you experience conflict? What do you think? Yeah, what do I think? Absolutely fair question to ask, Henry Division. Absolutely fair question to ask.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
Wait a minute, Akiko. You're gonna die! Humour me.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Do you do anything outside of soldiering? Akiko 14. Why are you so interested to know? Lady Love dies. We're all part of the syndicate. I'm trying to establish a friendship. Been lurking. Just getting a chance to say hi. So, hello! Hello, Byron. How are you? Obviously, if you're lurking, I assume work is going well-ish.
Che?
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Why would I want to have a friendship with a Dobetukule like you? Lady Love dies. Friends and relationships expand our worldview. They can also provide comfort and support.
You need to back off.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Tichalos.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. Just tell me something about yourself. Do you have a pet?
Rahat.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. A pet? Fine. 2 goldfish. Lady Love dies. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Chas de Dureros. Lady Love dies. What are their names?
Nenorochito, you're out of your mind.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I'm not telling you that.
That's weird.
Lady Love dies. What drew you to fish? Did you have them as a kid?
Fish prost.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. In the barracks. Just after I was taken in by the New Knight Army. I looked after them while I adjusted to military life. To be fair to Love dies, after the Outer Lands, a friendship with Henry would be welcome. You know, Unstable Deus? Very true.
The investigator
Very true
is
indeed.
here.
Lady Love dies. Do you miss those days? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. War is no place for children, Prost. I did what I had to. Lady Love dies. What about
Rahat.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14? That's it. I'm done. No more. Goodbye, Nenorochito.
Pull up.
Got it.
Oh, time to probe. Akiko, it seemed like you had something you wanted to say earlier.
Freak.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. It was nothing, Nenorochito.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Lady Love dies. Spit it out, we're both busy. Do you know something about someone on the island?
You need to back off.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Fine. It's about Crimson.
What the hell?
Lady Love dies. What about her? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. She came to me in secret to ask about becoming a marshal.
Nenorochito.
I don't give this information up lightly,
I'm a
Nenorochito.
soldier.
She used to be a fine soldier. She was blessed by the gods for her role in repelling the 19th Island
Fish
invasion.
prost.
I'm the only syndicate member allowed to be a marshal. There was nothing I could do for her.
That's strange.
Lady Love dies. Why are you telling me this? Henry is your only suspect.
Do you want to die?
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Henry did it, Nenorochito, no doubt. I'm just telling you that there may be someone that would benefit from him doing it. Lady Love dies. I'll look into it. Thank you, Akiko. Okay, so she didn't have a comms blackout either. Before I leave. Yeah, okay. Witness has something new, and obviously there's the safe I can access. So let's go and get into the safe, shall we? Hey Ari, how are you doing? I've just realised this is the bisexual flag. Shout out to all the bisexuals in my community. You're all valid, amazing, and I love you all.
Respawning.
Oh, dang it. I wasn't far enough away. Look at that rainbow ham. Those effort noises are a little suggestive, let's say. Oh no. Hey guy, remember when you told me to piss off and not go this way? Yeah, that's what I thought. I enjoy being suggestible. Love Dice has to have some way of working out. That's true. I've heard it burns a decent number of calories. It's a good core workout. I'm going to shut up right now. Right. Watson, safe number 1. It's unlocked. Proves that it pays to be nice to people sometimes. Oh. Look at that bot. That was an interesting message about going to the top of Olympus on Twitch. Honestly, I know enough about Greek myth. I don't want to be at the top of Olympus. Just skip everything. Just take me to Elysium. That's all. The Elysian Fields. You'll learn and keep talking. Okay, so there's this thing you can do. You only need yourself to do it. So it's this one like Henry would be hiding in the safe. The Grimoire of Majida. A book on demonology written before the Great Betrayal by a scholar named Majida. His studies were focused on speaking with the gods found in the safe in Henry's apartment. How did Henry have access to this? This would have come from the Syndicate's library. Did Yuri give it to him? Bit of light reading.
Sure.
This book predates the Great Betrayal. It was written by a scholar of the esoteric, Majida. She was famed for learning how to communicate with the gods and hold cosmic communes with them.
I have a bad feeling about this.
This should be in the restricted vault of the Syndicate's library.
Sure.
Yuri accessed the restricted area a decade ago. Did he take this? I guess this is the book Henry said he was given. This might prove that his possession was aided. Someone wanted the island to be invaded by demons. But why? Take Bulbous to Disco Elysium. I mean, we could do that. I mean, you could. I will admit, as much as I enjoyed Disco Elysium, I'm in no particular hurry to replay it. It's not as short as other games I've played, let's say. Okay, so Witness, Yuri, and Henry.
If you want to live,
Okay.
stay back.
Oh, right, that's the tunnel through the island. Oh no, chat, we'll just have to say hello to Bear-chan again. Horror. Hey, Bear-chan. Just be a bit. Do you like how I landed right in front of the save point I was aiming for? Yeah, I'm basically a pro gamer at this point. I don't want to brag or anything. Witness.
Witness to the end.
Random question. Oh. Want to chat, Witness? I was warning you don't want long conversations. White plants. Witness to the end. The gods tended to us and raised us. Maybe I can hope to have some insight into their brilliance by tending to life myself. Lady Love dies. Following in the footsteps of the gods? The witness to the end. in my own humble way.
I am still bathed
They are
in the
glorious,
glory of the
cosmic
gods.
beings that our human minds can barely comprehend.
The gods are radiant.
It is foolish to think that I may understand their brilliance, but maybe I can understand more of myself. If you know yourself, you can ward off falling into sin. Lady Love Dies, I'll keep that in mind.
The gods are radiant.
Do you have something you want to tell the investigator? I mean, we understand plant cells pretty well. We do by now, it's true.
Of course not.
Witness to the end. Things happened while we were in exile, Lady Love Dies. The architect and I became close and we married. It didn't last though.
Blasphemy!
She is obsessed with a perfect island. There wasn't any room in her heart for me or the gods.
Of course not.
I've been reluctant to tell you until now, but I am worried about her. Her mind is not on the cosmos. I'm wondering if I accidentally spoiled that relationship for myself when I was doing some research into the game. Lady Love Dies. In what way? Witness to the end. Do you believe that you should be rewarded for your craft? Lady Love Dies. Craft is a reward unto itself.
The gods are displeased.
Witness to the end. The architect was like that as well, but dark clouds began to gather over her. Her prayers were not as fervent as they once were. Oh, wait! Grace Bloodlines was murdered by someone with a wedding ring. Has the architect been a naughty woman? Her prayers were not as fervent as they once were. I felt her work was not being done in the name of our starborn masters. She began to crave more validation, more credit for her work.
Got it.
Lady Love Dies. She architects our islands. Without her, we have nothing.
Under the gaze of the gods.
Witness to the end. Our work is for the gods. They lifted us up, and we must do the same for them. Personal reward is a sin that pushes us from their light.
This island is full of sinners.
I fear she has forgotten this. Lady Love Dies. Thank you for confiding in me, Witness. I understand you've become more secretive, maybe a bit paranoid?
What?
The Witness to the end. Who told you that? Lady Love Dies. I don't want to divulge my source.
You sinners lie and scheme.
Witness to the end. The Syndicate is full of gossipers that have strayed from the path. What I do is my business. All I wish is to give myself to our gods. My personal business is my own. Lady Love Dies. Secrets are dangerous, Witness. They can take physical forms before you realise. Witness to the end. You don't need to lecture me, investigator.
Crime cannot hide.
Why did you want Crimson to get the key to the second seal?
What?
The Witness to the end. I didn't. Lady Love Dies. You're lying. I have testimony that you not only asked her to get the key, but she gave you the key as well. The Witness to the end. That simply isn't true. I have almost nothing to do with Miss Acid. She's lying to you, Lady Love Dies. You are being played. Lady Love Dies. Have you got the key?
What?
The Witness to the end. I didn't even know the second seal required a key. I don't have it. Lady Love Dies. You're lying. The Witness to the end. I'm not. Lady Love Dies. Miss Acid is tricking you. She is turning us against each other. Lady Love Dies. Why? The Witness to the end. It's your job to find out. Lady Love Dies. Were you and Carmelina married 25 years ago?
Surely this is a joke.
The Witness to the end. No. We had fallen apart a few years before that. Why do you ask? Lady Love Dies. Apparently she went into isolation for a year about 25 years ago.
What?
Witness to the end. I remember that. I have no idea what she was doing. She likes to lose herself in her work. She said she was working on a project and didn't want to be disturbed.
Got it.
Lady Love Dies. Was full isolation unusual? Witness to the end. A little, but I didn't pay much attention. The Syndicate's fall from grace was a bigger concern.
The investigator is here.
Lady Love Dies. Where did she isolate herself? The Witness to the end. She's always built herself little hideaways in the islands. Places she won't be disturbed. I don't know where it was. Lady Love Dies. You asked Crimson to get the key to the second Holy Seal from K-Hux.
What?
The Witness to the end. No,
I don't like this.
Lady Love Dies. Witness, I'm losing my patience.
When love dies,
By asking her to
all
do
that
that,
remains are the facts.
and by her account, taking a copy from her, you're the prime suspect for who went through it.
Of course not.
The Witness to the end. I did nothing of the sort. Lady Love Dies. You're denying all of it? Or just going through the seal?
Surely this is a joke.
The Witness to the end. All of it. I had nothing to do with Miss Acid's preposterous story or the second seal.
I don't like this.
Lady Love dies. No desire to cooperate at all? Witness to the end. I can't cooperate with a fabrication. May you fly with destroyed Eden, may you reach the... Okay, Carmelina and Henry are my 2 talking points. Happily, they're on opposite ends of the island. Right, see if I can find the right door this time. So that's Carmelina's apartment. This is the one I wanted. There's the exit. I just want to max out the relationships. That's all I want to do. Actually, if I can't talk to them again to hang out with them before the wellness break, I'll leave the game running during the wellness break rather than pause it, so that the in-game timer can continue and maybe it'll tick over long enough.
Halt! What do you want, freak?
I don't like this.
Architect Carmelina Silence.
Can I ask you something, Architect? What is it? Lady Love dies. How can you be sure that the next island will be perfect? Carmelina Silence. There are no certainties in architecture and design. Both are nebulous and subjective. We can never be sure that the design of the next island will be perfect.
The investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. Why are people calling it Perfect 25? Carmelina Silence. The mind always looks for reassurance. Something concrete to hold on to. The world is chaotic and people crave respite.
Craft is its own reward.
We believe we have solved the problem of demonic corruption. The Syndicate seized upon this as a sign of success, a sign of perfection. Lady Love dies. Do you think it will be perfect?
We have achieved perfection.
Carmelina Silence. As close as we've come to it. The Syndicate has so many problems to solve with the islands. Our work is always undermined by the threat of demonic corruption. We cannot do our holy work while our home rots around us.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. Can the Syndicate cope if Perfect 25 fails? Carmelina Silence. It won't fail.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Lady Love dies. Hypothetically.
I am the leader.
Carmelina Silence. Concentrate on your investigation. Let me worry about perfection.
I beg your pardon?
Do you have something you want to tell the investigator?
Beg your pardon?
Carmelina Silence. I wasn't truthful. The witness used that bunker for an illegal study of demons. He wanted to find out all we could for the sake of the island. Ever since the beginning of the Syndicate, there has been zero tolerance on demons. The missed knowledge frightened him. He trapped a killer demon and experimented on it. I haven't set foot in there for years, since before he started.
What the hell?
Lady Love dies. Where did he get a killer demon? Carmelina Silence. He trapped one. I don't know how. I kept his secret. He still means a lot to me. The killer demon would die when Island 24 ceases to exist. Henry's demon had already done irreparable damage to the island. This one wasn't going to do any more.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. What about witness? Carmelina Silence. I put it out of my mind. We fell apart and each other's matters became private again. Lady Love dies. Architect, when did your marriage with witness end?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Carmelina Silence. Why are you asking?
I'm glad to be back.
Lady Love dies. Working on something. I assume you'll cooperate. Carmelina Silence. About 9 years ago.
Got it.
Wait. What? So they... Unless they were separated without ending their marriage for 16 years, how did their marriage end 9 years ago? She went into isolation 25 years ago and their relationship had already broken down. And you wore a wedding ring? Carmelina Silence, of course. What is this about? Lady Love dies. Thank you for your help. Chat, I am confusion. I'm not misremembering, right? Yeah, someone's got to be lying, because... Is that... My notes! Oh, they're running out. Okay, so that's all that is. Yeah, I'm 100%. I'm reasonably sure I can argue that Yuri is responsible for K-Hex's disappearance, as well as possibly the possession. It really irritates me I don't have a suspect for Dan Onagate. Yuri and then Henry, I guess. Now I'm just trying to 1614 exactly. Now I'm just trying to figure out if I'm misremembering. Because the trouble with playing games like this is when you're streaming, your mind's on like three things, at minimum 3 things at once. So you don't necessarily pick up on everything or remember it correctly.
Yuri Knight.
Got time to chat, Yuri? What do you want, freak? Lady Love Dice, what kind of music do you like, Yuri? You're a knight. Good. A properly addressed question. Why do you want to know?
I'm glad to be back.
Lady Love Dice. Want to get to know you. You're a knight. Have you been drinking, freak? Lady Love Dice. Do you have any interests?
Insufferable.
You're a knight. I do enjoy some music. Classical. Music that improves your mind. Lady Love Dice. Studies show that the impact of listening to classical music only lasts for 10 minutes. There aren't any long-term effects. You hate this guy? Ari, you are not wrong.
How dare you?
You're a knight. Quite. Goodbye, freak. Goodbye, Yuri. Do you know why a book that you took from the library was in Henry's safe? You're a knight. Nothing to do with me.
Paradise feels wrong.
Lady Love Dies. Henry says a stranger passed him a forbidden book and told him to keep it a secret. That book is one you accessed.
What are you talking about?
You're a knight. Not sure you can prove that, freak. If I remember correctly, the library vaults only record entry and exit, not what was read or taken. Lady Love Dice. You just happen to know that? You're a knight. No, freak, I don't just happen to know that. I use the vault to acquire books for the architect. I know how the system works because I use it often. Lady Love Dies. Did you access the library vault and give forbidden books on demonology to Henry? You're a knight. No.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Lady Love Dice. You're the only one of the suspects who accessed that vault.
You got nothing on me.
You're a knight. That doesn't mean the book came from me. No, but it means I can prove it with some doubt. But I can prove it. I can at least commit character assassination. And honestly, my dude, that's all I'm going for right now. I know I probably don't need to save every time, but why not? Oh, it's my blood vial. That's what's going into that. I've been trying to figure it out every time, but I've been at a weird angle, so I've never really put it together.
Witness to the end.
Want to chat, witness? Long conversations. What was it like growing up in the Chaos Palace?
The gods are watching us.
It's the end. Character building. It is an insane network of twisting geometry. I did not see the outside world until I fled for the Syndicate with Ezekiel. I had no concept of time. It gave me a unique perspective on the world. Lady Love Dies. What took you to the palace? Not sure most people would want to be there. The witness to the end. I was enslaved as a child. The glorious crying grudge swept through Persia, and I was put to work in the Chaos Palace. The palace was insatiable. It grew without check, and we had to feed its hunger day and night. Lady Love dies. What happened to it?
Blasphemy!
The witness to the end. It was sacked during the Great Betrayal. Humanity stepped out of the light of the gods and steeped itself in sin. Great monuments to our holy benefactors were torn down. The Chaos Palace was reduced to rubble, then used to build Alexander's cities. That palace should never exist again, but I despair at what we have lost.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. I sometimes think we all live in our own Chaos Palaces.
I am still bathed in the glory of the gods.
Witness to the end. The gods can lead us out.
Is this a fact?
Lady Love dies. Witness,
Or a trick.
I have testimony that you were using the secret bunker for demonology research.
What?
Witness to the end. From who?
Don't test me.
Lady Love dies. Who do you think?
Under the gaze of the gods.
Witness to the end. Whatever you think you know, you don't. I always work for our holy masters.
Surely this is a joke.
This has nothing to do with the murder of the council, though.
Ah.
Lady Love dies. I found a killer demon inside the council penthouse with the victim's blood all over its claws. Witness to the end. You think you're onto something, but you don't know what you're talking about.
Paradise feels wrong.
Lady Love dies. Then why don't you tell me? Witness to the end. If you think you have some wild conspiracy theory, you'll need to prove it in the trials. I won't talk further about this. See you in court, witness.
Other gods work in esoteric
So,
ways.
we've got Henry. And that's it. And then I guess maybe it's just a case of plummeting to your death. Running around and talking to everyone to see if they have anything new to say. You know, actually, while I'm over there, because obviously Akiko doesn't have an exclamation mark, but I'll check to see if I can hang out with her again. Because if I can hang out with her again, everything I thought, like my understanding of how the game works was incorrect. So I will need to just hang out with her, just run around the island and hang out with people constantly. And into the water, we should be close enough.
Respawning.
Yeah.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
Okay, yeah, the game doesn't tell you when you can hang out with someone. That's annoying. Lady Love dies. Got a minute, Akiko?
Nenorachito.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14, you're going to die. Lady Love dies. Humour me.
Sure.
Why do you hate me so much, Akiko? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I thought you were the investigation freak. It's not that hard to figure out. Lady Love dies. What's your problem? Is this a soldier versus civvy thing?
Shpebune.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Case file completed. You've solved the mystery. Lady Love dies. Why does it have to be like this? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Way of the world. We exist in different planes. We see different things. I work so that you may sleep at night. You trot about without a care in the world. Lady Love dies. We all appreciate what you do. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. No, you don't. Soldiers are just a necessary evil. We spend our lives in service and are discarded when we're not needed. We get some ceremonies and platitudes, and then all my troops perish with the island to start a new cycle. We're done here. Goodbye, Nenorachito. May your night be bright, may you reach the moon. Henry? Thank you. That was weird. Let's talk, Henry. What the
Fucking say.
Henry Division. What the fuck is up with the slaughter ritual? Lady Love dies. Citizens don't get to go to the next island, so a ritual takes place where the citizens are sacrificed to the gods. The temple becomes awash with blood, and the psychic energy of the deaths is directed to the gods by the High Priestess.
Of course.
Henry Division. Don't you think that is really fucked up? Lady Love dies. It's the worst part of this whole thing. Perfect 25 should end it. No more dead islands.
What a fucking surprise.
Henry Division. But a big fucking load of kidnapped citizens, though, right? Sounds real perfect.
Whatever you
Whatever.
fucking say.
Lady Love Dies. I found a forbidden tome about demonology in your apartment. What are you doing with it?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Henry Division. Are you for fucking real? Is this one big fucking joke? What the fuck do you think I was doing with it? Propping up a table? I was doing some fucking demon fuckingology.
Investigator is here.
Lady Love Dies. Who gave it to you? Henry Division. A stranger. We went through this
I
already.
don't like this.
Lady Love Dies. Is this where your memory fails you? Henry Division. Don't get cute. Okay, so it is just a timer thing. So I'm going to take the wellness break now. No, I'm not going to pause the game. I'm going to pause the game so I can move the cursor out of the window. So I'm going to take my wellness break now. And then it'll be slightly longer than usual because I need to water our houseplants. I meant to do it like 2 days ago and forgot. So I'll be back as soon as I can. But please join me in this. Take a moment to stretch, hydrate, grab a snack if you want, move around a bit, and I'll be back shortly. YouTube, it will be as if I never left, except there'll be a slight jump in the video. Hey YouTube, I apologise. The jump in the video was so hot, was so strong. We went back to the game. Right, I'm just going to immediately turn around towards Henry again.
Henry Division.
Let's talk, Henry.
I'm shocked.
Henry Division.
Stunned.
Is this helping? These little chats helping you work out who did it? Lady Love Dies. I'm getting a picture of the island. I understand the crucible of the crime better. Henry Division. Like what you see? Lady Love Dies. The islands can't continue like this. Oh, Ari, congrats on winning 5 from the jump catch game. Henry Division. How are you going to fix it? We're showing a modicum of reverence for the one only defined Toadbird. That's fair. That's fair. If you bribe Toadbird with treats, they'll like you. How are you going to fix
The
it?
investigator is here.
Lady Love Dies. That's a job for the next island. I need to find the truth first.
What?
Henry Division. You promise you're going to do something? Lady Love Dies. I'll do what I can. The Syndicate is a slow ship to turn. Henry Division. I hope you'll stick to that.
Whatever you
Whatever.
fucking say.
Oh! Okay, so that's maxed out. Oh, it tells you. Never mind. Philosophy of Citizen. So I don't need to talk to him again.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
Got him in Akiko.
Norachito!
You're gonna die. Humour me. Do you still collect war relics?
Rahat!
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. What? Why do you care? Lady Love Dies. Friendship. Akiko. We've been through this. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Fine. Yes. Lady Love Dies. Okay, good. What's the centerpiece of your collection? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Centerpiece? Lady Love Dies. Yeah, the most important part.
Ich prost.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. They're all important, Prost. The relics are created through the actions of soldiers giving their lives in combat. How can one be more important than the other? Lady Love Dies. It's a good way of thinking about it.
Shiasta Chinsemno.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I know.
Soldiers of honor.
Take this. It's a shell from a demon I killed in Romania before the Syndicate. Cool. Thank you, Akiko. I appreciate it.
Freak.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Good. Now that we've played this friendship thing out, we're done, right?
Shiasta
Done?
Chinsemno.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Yes, we became friends. You got what you wanted. You can leave me alone now.
Sorry.
Lady Love Dies. If that's what you want, Akiko.
Che.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. That took longer than I was hoping. Goodbye, Nenorochito. Philosophy of Soldier. Petrified shell from a demon that Akiko killed during her campaign against Dant Harmony. Yep, I don't have anything else to talk about right now. So I don't have to come over here unless they actually have something to say. I'm going to go talk to Lydia first because, oh dear, she's the one that I haven't spoken to as much as the others. So I'm going to go and reset her relationship timer because I'm going to have like, I guess 4 conversations with her because I think there's 5 per relationship. How you doing out there, chat? It's Thursday. It's nearly Friday, which is the important thing for some people. Hopefully your weeks have been treating you well. So I'm guessing if I don't... I'm almost certain, even if I don't get to the trial today, I'll get to it tomorrow. I'm concerned that I might start it today and then not be able to... finish the trial because I run out of time, which is always an issue. Hey Lydia, let's hang out. So Thursday is technically your Friday. Well, check out you with your mastery over time.
Let's go for a drive.
This might be our third conversation hangout session. Actually, I think I did one the first time when I went to Paradise Gates. Lydia Daybreak, let's go for a drive, LD. Lady Love Dice. How are things with you and Sam? Lydia Daybreak, same as it ever was. That's a good thing, by the way. We're happy together. Lady Love Dice, glad to hear it. You two always were the perfect couple. Lydia Daybreak, why'd you ask? Lady Love Dice. Not many people experience a relationship with the burden of immortality. Lydia Daybreak, you have to be thoughtful and considerate. The most important thing is being relaxed. Eternity is a long time. Statistically, you're both going to make mistakes and hurt each other. That can't be helped. On the other hand, you have forever to patch it up and make it right. What about you? You looking to get back in the dating game? Lady Love Dice, it's hard when the dating pool is so small. Lydia Daybreak, do a Doom Jazz and get some sis and hookups going. Fresh crop on the next island. Speaking of which, you could always swim by DJ's yacht again. Lady Love Dies. The thought did cross my mind. Lydia Daybreak. Sleeping with a suspect in a mass murder. That's my girl. Lady Love Dies. Hey! If you want, you can just drop me off at Judge and I'll just put you down for everything. Wrap this up nice and quick. Stop you giving me a hard time permanently. Lydia Daybreak. I'm messing with you, LD. Exile made you grumpy. This has been fun. I'll drop you at the beach. Sure.
The island feels bad.
There we go. Do you have something you want to tell the investigator? Lydia, we're tight, right, LD? I can tell you something, right?
Sure.
Lady Love Dies. Everything's on the record, but I'll use some discretion. Lydia Daybreak. Me and Sammy didn't kill the council.
The island feels bad, LD.
But we aren't happy.
It's complicated.
We want out. The council wouldn't let us leave, though. Lady Love Dies. What do you mean? Lydia Daybreak. Me and Sammy are done with this life. These small islands, immortality, waking the gods. Hey, that was the name of the D&D campaign I just wrapped up.
The island feels bad.
I want to travel the world. The real world. Sammy wants to make whiskey with any ingredient, not just what Dead Nebula grows.
Bullshit.
But Montserrat and the council said no. Once you're in the syndicate, you're in the syndicate.
It's complicated.
I'm telling you because other people know and they'll spread the secret. But killing them wouldn't help us. The next leader wouldn't let us get out either.
Don't test me.
Lady Love Dies. Still sounds like a motive, Lydia. I'm wondering if Lydia was researching how to get into the council chambers. I was going to talk to Sam. Was researching how to get into the council chambers as a way of being like, hey, we can get to you, just give us what we want. That seems totally on brand for her. I think it's this way. I've never actually gone up to the knife through the heart without doing stupid parkour stuff. Yeah. Not that I remember, anyway. Which means if I have done it, it's only been once or twice. May as well talk to Sam and Lydia and then max out their relationship. Yeah.
Getting saved. Sam Daybreak.
We're going to hang out first.
Fancy a drink?
What is it this time, Sam? Sam Daybreak. A special one would be appropriate, don't you think? I saved your glass.
That's strange.
Lady Love Dice. My glass?
Fancy a drink?
Sam Daybreak. You remember, don't you? A glass perfect for a carved ice ball, right? Lady Love Dies, you really do remember your guests, Sam. Sam Daybreak. I must try, mustn't I?
Fancy a drink?
I have my own blend, Night Alone. A deep whiskey with complex flavours. The spice mixes with the orange and a hint of honeysuckle.
My unique blend.
It is meant to be savoured without being diluted. Hand carve the ice for each glass. Your glass has the perfect shape. Lady Love Dies. Another part of your craft? Sam Daybreak. Everything you do is part of your craft, isn't it? I have been wearing down my knife over millennia. I sharpen it every morning so that it may carve ice into sparkling diamonds. Lady Love Dies. A knife perfect for killing?
I am under suspicion, Aldi.
Sam Daybreak. You haven't learned much about me, have you, investigator? Every tool has a place and use. This knife was born for ice, not death.
Sure.
Lady Love Dies. What's the most important ingredient in your blend? Sam Daybreak. It's hard to say in a lot of craft, isn't it? Everything has a place and use, doesn't it? If you push me for an answer, it's my love for Lydia. You can relate, can't you? She is my partner in life, and my respect for her gives me something to live up to. Lady Love Dies. I miss having that. Sam Daybreak. Do you want to have a lover, LD?
Sorry.
Lady Love Dies. A lover and a partner. I miss Isaiah. The journey to perfection is a hard one. Loved ones are essential. Sam Daybreak. We have similar outlooks, don't we? It's always a pleasure, LD. Lady Love Dies. I'll be back. At least once more. The glass Love Dies always used at Sam's bar before her exile. Sam saved it between each island. Lydia told me about you guys wanting to leave the Syndicate.
What?
Sam Daybreak. She told you that? Can't break the bond of friendship, can you? Lady Love Dies. Anything you want to tell me? We're old friends, Sammy.
I am under suspicion, Aldi.
Sam Daybreak. Can you tell we're ready to move on? There's more world out there, isn't there? More to see and more to learn. Lady Love Dies. You mean more whiskey ingredients. Sam Daybreak. You're right, LD. Lady Love Dies. How come you lied to me earlier?
I am under suspicion, Aldi.
Sam Daybreak. It paints us in a bad light. We're not council killers. We just want to explore the world. You understand that, right? Lady Love Dies. This doesn't look good, Sam. Right, I'm thinking that might have been long enough if I run back to Lydia to, whoop, over there, to, have reset her timer, maybe. There is only one way to find out.
Daybreak.
Yeah. When it says later, it just literally means later.
Let's go for a drive, LD.
Lady Love Dies. What's good to eat on this island? Lydia Daybreak. The Deep Factory nailed the meat this time. The synthetic meat, that is. Notice how there's no livestock on the island? Oh, notice how there's now livestock on the island. The Deep Factory got expanded. All the meat is made from culture or bugs. Oh, it is supposed to say no. There are huge caverns full of bug breeding and meat growing operations. Lady Love Dies. Does it taste good? Lydia Daybreak. Yeah. Real good. Yuri always claims it doesn't taste like the real thing, but he's just that type. He's the pickup I dread each time. The amount of bullshit that comes out of his mouth is out of control. Thinks he's a wine connoisseur. Dude, you live on a synthetic island where the grapes are grown underground in a lab. This isn't high-end stuff. He tried to tell Sammy all about whiskey one time. Sammy renounced violence, but I thought Yuri was about to get an ice pick in his eye. Sorry, LD, didn't mean to go off. He drives you crazy. Lady Love Dies. You vent all you want. He's new to me. I'll trust you on this. Lydia Daybreak. Appreciate it. Back at the beach. Back to Sam. Like how the marshals are a really bright blue, so they show up from quite some distance away. past Grand Grudge. Mash the jump button to go. Mash the spacebar to climb to go up slopes faster. I don't know if that actually works. Hasn't escaped my notice that I'm playing the second game in a row that uses a real-time clock to affect the game.
Sam Daybreak.
Fancy a drink? Fancy a drink?
Isn't that alone okay? Neat this time? Lady Love Dice, whatever you recommend. Sam Daybreak. The ice ball you had last time allowed you to savour it for longer, but it was chilled. The colder the drink, the less you can taste it. I hope you'll enjoy the pure taste of this blend. Lady Love Dies. It's delicious. What are you blending on this island? Night Daybreak. Sam Daybreak. Night Alone and the Vortex blend. Maybe you can try it next time. Lady Love Dies. No single malts? 2 in a row is a trend, it's true.
My unique blend.
Sam Daybreak. Blended whiskey requires a fusion of single malts, but on this island I focused on serving blended instead of single malts. It is important to practice all areas of your repertoire, isn't it? What's Lydia drinking these days? Sam Daybreak. She enjoys a drink while she paints. She chooses something appropriate to her piece. She enjoys all of the different ways of serving. A lot like you, right, LD?
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Lady Love Dies. There's something to be enjoyed in everything.
Oh.
What about the next island? Sam Daybreak. It is important to breathe the new island in. Learn about it. And craft a drink that can only be born on that island. The islands give the drink so much character, don't they? Lady Love Dies. If we make it to the next island. Gotta go, Sam. I'll catch you later.
What?
Oh, time to probe.
The investigator is here.
Do you have something you want to tell the investigator?
What?
Sam Daybreak. I'm sorry. I wasn't truthful. I was holding that flesh for someone. Lady Love Dies. That isn't original, Sammy. Why'd you have god flesh?
Don't take cruelty.
Sam Daybreak. I was asked to store it for someone. It was Witness.
Got it.
Lady Love Dies. Why did Witness ask you to store that flesh? Sam Daybreak. He came to me and he said he needed it to be stored. He didn't tell me anything else. Lady Love Dies, and you just accepted it without a question? Sam Daybreak. I don't know what it was, did I? Just gave me a box and said it needs to be kept a secret. For the good of the Syndicate, wasn't it?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Lady Love Dies. Didn't it strike you as suspicious? Sam Daybreak. Witness is an old friend. You'd do anything for old friends, wouldn't you?
Crime is repulsive.
Lady Love Dies. This is suspicious as hell, Hammy.
What?
Hammy, Sammy. Sam Daybreak. It's the truth, isn't it? Lady Love Dies. I have no idea. So I should be able to go back to Lydia, and I think this will max out our relationship. Assuming I remember correctly about having spoken to her, hung out with her the first time I went to Paradise Gates.
Lydia Daybreak.
Why is everyone in this game so hot?
Let's go for a drive, LD.
Lady Love Dice. Think you could ever go back to the old life? Lydia Daybreak. You mean being an assassin? You asking because of the case? Lady Love Dies. I have to know. Things changed while I was away. Lydia Daybreak. You shouldn't have to ask, LD. I told you that life is long gone. What happened to us? We would never have asked that in the old days. Lady Love Dies. The world turns, Lydia. Everyone is a suspect. Lydia Daybreak. Whatever, we're done. Oh, that's our relationship maxed out. You know what, actually? because it wasn't that long since I saved.
Paradise Killer.
We're just going to redo the conversation with Sam. I'm going to just mash through it like a crazy person. And then we're going to pick the better ending for that conversation.
Sam Daybreak.
Fancy a drink?
That's
Oh god, whoops. I've got a couple of conversations to get through, I'm sorry chat.
Fancy my unique blood.
It was this one. I'm going to pick the same options though.
got it. Sorry.
Relic obtained.
What? What?
I have.
I am under suspicion, Alti.
Still think I remember to check that. Turns out when I'm not reading the text, it goes back pretty quickly. Right, so if I do this and then jump again. No, near the distance, okay. Maybe I wasn't sprinting. The downside of having the sprint as a toggle means obviously I'm never sure if it's on or off, especially with a short run up. You just teleported. You thought I wouldn't see, but I did.
Lydia Daybreak.
Let's go for a drive, LD.
Okay. Almost back to where I was. Back to Sam. Oops. Maybe I should have paused the recording so YouTube wouldn't have to watch me replay this section. Ah well, YouTube, I'm not sorry. Everyone, if Twitch has to sit through this, I'm sure you can too. Or you could just, fast forward the video. That's up to you. That's Crying Grudge. Up this extra steep slope. I loaded the wrong save. That's what I did, chat.
Game saved.
I loaded the earlier save. I thought I'd saved after going through all of those conversations.
Sam Daybreak.
Whoops, that's on me.
Fancy a drink? Fancy.
I'm glad to be back.
Fancy a drink?
Lydia's drink.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Don't think so, Aldi.
The investigator.
Is this a joke, Aldi?
I had the
Sure.
witness thing.
Got it. The facts and the.
Is this a joke, Aldi?
Right. Don't piss off Lydia. To dash to get a bit of height. I was trying to land on the roof, but that was pretty close. Pretty close indeed.
Lydia Daybreak.
Right, let us speak with Lydia.
Let's go for a drive, LD.
Just chatting. This is all off the record, just chatting. Lydia Daybreak. Told you that the part of my life is over. Got no taste for it. Lady Love Dies. Do you miss it? Lydia Daybreak. I miss the abstract. Ignoring the actual murder part, having a skill to get good at was good. Gave me a purpose. These hands aren't for killing now. You get a long time to think on these islands. It's not worth it. Lady Love Dies. What isn't worth it? Lydia Daybreak. Ending lives. What's the point? A life is too important to end early. My line of work was just facilitating another person's ambition. You should be working for yourself, not someone else. Lady Love Dies. Without working for the Syndicate. Lydia Daybreak. That's different. We're part of something here. A higher calling. We worship our gods and work for their glory. Not the same as a few coins for a slit throat. What about you? Happy working again? Lady Love Dies. I'm not sure. Lydia Daybreak. How come? Lady Love Dies. The Syndicate's changed. I'm not sure everyone is working for the glory of the gods anymore. We might have a bigger problem than just last night. Lydia. This time I brought you something. Ah. Is this one of your paintings? Yeah, from one of the beaches. Lady Love Dies. This is amazing. Thanks, Lydia. Lydia Daybreak. Something to remember your return to paradise by. Lady Love Dies. If I get an apartment on the next island, this will get pride of place. Lydia Daybreak. Appreciate it, LD. Listen, I've enjoyed our drives, but you need to get this thing solved so there is a next island. Get at me if you've got a question about the case, yeah? Will do. Thanks again, Lydia. Okay, so you can max out the relationship negatively, but if you do it positively, you get something from them. I guess. Captures the beauty of the island's coast. Okay, I don't think she or Sam have anything for me, so what's the next loop? I guess the easiest ones to do are Doom Jazz and One Last Kiss, maybe? No, it'd be what? It'd be One Last Kiss and Carmelina. Because there's a straight path between the two. Well, there is a route between the two that doesn't involve a lot of climbing cliffs. Because I can do Yuri, Witness, and Crimson in a loop. That wouldn't be too bad. Or I could even do Crimson and Doom Jazz, and then Yuri and Witness. No, I think it makes more sense to do Witness and Crimson, Yuri and Doom Jazz. Yeah, and then Carmelina and One Last Kiss. Okay. Well, I guess while I'm here. Could probably have spoken to Crimson. Whoops, that's on me. I did think that as soon as I mentioned pairing Crimson with Witness as, you know, someone to bounce between to progress the timer. There we go. I think Witness is relatively close to the end of the conversation tree. I was very close up on the blood vial thing.
Witness to the end.
Want to chat, Witness? Long conversations. Lady Love Dies. What else do you remember of the Great Betrayal?
The gods are radiant.
Witness to the end. I understood what salvation is. I was married to another inhabitant of the palace. A wonderful woman, but she chose heresy over the gods. I do not blame her. It was a troubling time. The whole world changed. Temptation of a new life drove us apart. I refused to abandon our heavenly masters. She chased me throughout the Chaos Palace, determined to take my life.
The gods are radiant.
Ezekiel saved me. He found a way out as the palace was attacked and we were free. We had no idea what daylight or time was, but we knew we had to find the remaining believers. We wandered the desert for many days until we met a small caravan of worshippers. We went with them and found the start of the Syndicate. We became obsessed with growing the Syndicate. Lady Love Dies. Now you work only for the gods. The Witness to the end. The Syndicate's work is holy work. Without the Syndicate, the gods will never rise again.
The end times are long.
There is a balance, however. Ezekiel saved me, and now I must save the Syndicate.
What the hell?
Lady Love dies. Save? How are you going to save it? The witness to the end. Too many of us have forgotten to adhere to the ways Silent Goat taught us. When was the last time you did a full prayer routine?
The end times are long.
I will evangelize these values on the new island and bring us back into the light. In order for that to happen, you need to do your job, Lady Love dies. Let us not do social calls until the next island.
The investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. Understood. Maybe I'll see you on the next island.
Other holy masters.
The witness to the end. Maybe. Lady Love dies. The truth I found about the murder may involve you, witness.
The gods are displeased.
Witness to the end. A devoted servant like myself has nothing to fear. Philosophy of Zealot is the max out his relationship. Why did you give Sam a piece of godflesh to hide?
Surely this is a joke.
The witness to the end. What did he tell you?
I don't like this.
Lady Love dies. You first.
What?
The witness to the end. I needed somewhere to store the flesh. I am worried that there are people in the Syndicate that would sabotage my research. Lady Love dies. Who?
What?
The witness to the end. I have nothing concrete.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. And then why? Witness to the end. That awful nickname. Perfect 25. The desire for perfection now. They don't want someone proving the council wrong. Lady Love dies. So you didn't use it with Sam to breach the fourth holy seal. Witness to the end. This is the first I've heard of it being used with the fourth seal.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Lady Love dies. We'll see about that. If I would destroy Demon History. Okay, so he's maxed out. So I think Crimson's going to require maybe 2 conversations.
Getting saved. Crimson acid.
Got time for a chat, Crimson? Crimson Acid. You still read much, lady? Lady Love dies. Not a lot to read in the Idle Lands.
Thank you.
Crimson Acid. Let me give you this. One of the citizens we brought onto the island was carrying a few volumes of it. It's my new favourite. Enrapturing manga. Okay. Negoshi's helicopter. Crimson Acid. A humble designer dreams about flying a helicopter through the city. Lady Love dies. Looks good. Does he achieve his goal? Crimson Acid. You need to read it to find out. What did you miss most in Exile? Lady Love dies. The old gang. We live in the shadow of genocidal gods. Praise be, of course. All hell Toadbird. But you guys made it better. Crimson Acid. It was a different time back then. The islands were a mess, but it was us against the world. The Syndicate got too comfortable. Too predictable. That's why last night happened. Lady Love dies. A lot of good times on the old islands. Immortality was a fun thing to experiment with. Endless possibility. Crimson Acid. People started settling down though. It didn't end because you got exiled. Lady Love dies. Is this about me getting married? Crimson Acid. Partly. All of the Syndicate got boring in one way or another.
Thank you.
Montserrat started cracking the whip about building better islands. Akiko got a stick up her ass. Doomjazz only knows so many tricks. I'm glad you got married and found happiness, but you left me behind.
Sorry.
Lady Love dies. I didn't realise. I thought we were just fooling around.
I have my ways.
They were lovers? Is this game queer? Crimson Acid. We were. I mean, to be fair, the UI is the pansexual... I'm blurry. The UI is the pansexual flag, so... You know, there's that. I fixed it. We were. I enjoyed it, but I wanted it to last longer. Lady Love dies. It's been an eon, but we can pick up where we left off. If only once before this island ends. Or it's the colours of the pan flag anyway. Crimson Acid. Don't be a tease, lady. Lady Love dies. I'm not teasing. Crimson Acid. Just a one-time thing, right? Lady Love dies. I'm solving the mass murder of the council after being in exile. I'm not in a place to make long-term life decisions.
Thank you.
Crimson Acid. Works for me. We just had sex. Lady Love Dies. I missed you, Crimson. Crimson Acid. I missed you too, lady. Remember, this was a one-time thing. We keep it business now. Lady Love Dies. We'll see what happens on the next island. Crimson's favourite manga, Negoshi's Helicopter. It's the story of a madman, a designer that dreamed of flying a helicopter through the city. Cool. Let's do a max down then. Yuri and Doom Jazz next. Whee. Reminder, chat. Nothing wrong with casual sex. You know, if that's what everyone involved wants it to be, obviously.
Getting saved.
Alright, time to talk to the a-hole. Do I have any clues to follow up on? No, in fact, I don't. So this is literally just about maxing out relationships, and then I can go to the trial. Unless I learn anything from the relationship thing.
Yuri Knight.
Got time to chat, Yuri? Yuri Knight, what is it? Lady Love Dies. You look like the kind of person that likes wine.
Freak.
Yuri Knight, I do. A refined drink. I'm able to enjoy expensive wine. Better wine. Lady Love Dies. You're fortunate. Yuri Knight. It helps that I have access to older wines. Always a sign of quality. Lady Love Dies. A nicely aged wine is luxury. Yuri Knight. I'm glad you agree.
What business is it of yours?
Not everyone can appreciate wine. It isn't something for novices or the lower class. Lady Love Dies. You're knowledgeable. Yuri Knight. Yes. Goodbye, freak. Goodbye, Yuri. Okay, so that was me just pandering to his ego. Fantastic. I feel dirty on the inside having done that chant, I'll be honest with you. I think the fastest route is still up here and then just drop down. Mostly because there isn't a way to his yacht from the gorge. It's all good because I'll respawn at the save point by the yacht. Ta-da!
Dr. Doom Jazz.
Got a sec, Doc? Dr. Doom Jazz, wonderful to see you again.
I'm glad to be back.
Lady Love Dies, you're the only one that doesn't call me the investigation freak. Dr. Doom Jazz. It's not nice to call people names, is it? That name was given to you derogatorily. You may have lived up to it, but you should be careful of the labels you let stick to you. Lady Love Dies. Sometimes you need to make the best of it. Sometimes you need pointing in the right direction.
Fabulous.
Dr. Doom Jazz. I love a positive outlook. Don't let the others get to you. You know the Syndicate, self-serving and jealous, just like the gods.
My favourite investigator.
Glad you're rising above it. You always go in for the real talk nowadays. Lady Love Dies. Got something else you want to talk about? Dr. Doom Jazz. I don't know. Things just feel pretty heavy around here. Lady Love Dies. You're not the one tasked with saving paradise. Dr. Doom Jazz. I'm not the right person for the job. You are, though. Lady Love Dies. You're forgiving and forgetting my past. Dr. Doom Jazz. Whatever. We all make mistakes. Never been the type to bind people to their history. People change. Lady Love Dies. I'm impressed, Doc. You didn't proposition me this time.
It's been wonderful to see you again.
Dr. Doom Jazz. I assume you're going to stop by again at some point before this is all over? Lady Love Dies. We'll see. Yes, after I've spoken with Yuri. Hang on. I'm just curious. This is more because I want to see if I can do it rather than because I think it's faster. But it occurred to me that he is totally in the gardens above me right now. Okay. That was embarrassing. Oh, that was embarrassing. There's got to be a ladder somewhere. Get me out of here. There we go. There's Yuri. That's the older one.
Getting saved. Yuri Knight.
I think this is the final hangout session. Got time to chat, Yuri? Yuri Knight. Can we make this the last time, freak? Lady Love dies. Have you ever been in love, Yuri, with himself? Yes.
Don't be snide with me.
Yuri Knight. Love doesn't offer anything. Love constrains ambition. It blinds you to your goal. Lady Love dies. It's true.
What?
Yuri Knight. You surprised me, freak. I took you for one of them. A fool blinded by weak emotions. Take this. You should read it. Vapid book. Do Not Feel Guilty by Yuri Knight.
Nanny the hell?
Nanny the hell indeed. You wrote a book? Yuri Knight. It's not hard, is it? It's about pursuing ambition. Lady Love dies. I'm sure it's insightful. Yuri Knight. Goodbye, freak. Goodbye, Yuri. A book written by Yuri called Do Not Feel Guilty. Thoroughly intellectual. See you in court, my friend. / not friend at all. So if I follow that path in reverse, it might actually be quicker. I lost all of my momentum. That was fantastic. Oh, Love dies, get on there, thank you.
Dr. Doom Jazz.
Got a sec, Doc? Dr. Doom Jazz back for more real talk?
Want to play doctors and nurses?
Dr. Doom Jazz, nothing lasts forever except the certainty of change. Lady Love dies. Quoting philosophy now? Dr. Doom Jazz, please. Some song in a skate punk compilation. Lady Love dies. You were into trip hop last time I was on an island.
Want to play doctors and nurses?
Dr. Doom Jazz. I like to mix it up. Keep it fresh. One of those citizens we abducted from the real world had it with him. What other phases have I missed? Dr. Doom Jazz. Got big into mathcore for a while. I was drinking a lot of coffee. And Mexican hip hop. For everything that's wrong with these islands, we at least have a lot of different people here. Lady Love dies, but punk is this island's flavour? Dr. Doom Jazz. Hopefully we will abduct someone with some more CDs for Perfect 25.
Theoretically?
You'd think a mass of oppressed citizens would mean there was more punk music on the island.
Don't test me.
Lady Love dies. Not allowing them access to instruments or any real means of creativity probably hinders that. Why do you think there are so many murders in the apartments?
I'm a professional.
Dr. Doom Jazz. Monster always said you can't build pyramids without slaves. Lady Love dies. We've got enough pyramids. Dr. Doom Jazz. I agree. Lady Love dies. Catch you later, Doc. Ah, there's still one more. Oh no, what do I do now? Heck it. She's so far away. I'll go talk to her because maxed out, maxed out, maxed out. Those are both maxed out. He's maxed out. Witness is maxed out. It's just Carmelina and one last kiss.
Dr. Doom Jazz.
On the off chance, you understand? Yeah, okay. I'm going to run all the way to one last kiss because the fewer times I have to do that, the better. Hang on, I need to be on the yacht to make this jump. That didn't work.
Respawning.
I got caught on the bow. That was embarrassing. Nobody talk about that. I'm just going to go the normal way. Heck it. I've gone the normal way every time. I want to do this. I want to see if I can do this. Theoretically, it should be possible. And then I go up. This slope should be climbable. Rocks! What are you doing? There's a wall. Okay, that was weird. Wasn't moving. Okay, I think I saved some time, maybe. No, no time at all, because I need to be over there. Gosh dang it. Okay, never mind. Ignore that I did that, and everything will be fine. On the other hand, it's really easy to get back to Doomjaz, so just fall in the water at a certain point. And yes, I guess I could fast travel, but I've earned these blood crystals, gosh dang it. I'm going to keep them. I'm going to save them for the next island. I think I'll have to make this trek once more. I think it's one more. One more. After this conversation, I think there's one more to have with One Last Kiss.
One last kiss.
Got time to chat? One Last Kiss. I have all the time in the world until the island ends. Lady Love dies. Is the Syndicate worth saving?
Aren't you paying attention, investigator?
One Last Kiss. That's for you to decide. For better or for worse, the crime happened. The Syndicate was on a straight path. Now the path branches. The truth you believe in will determine the fate of the Syndicate. Lady Love dies. Which branch do you think we should take? One Last Kiss. We doubt the corruption. The Syndicate is no place for paranoia and conspiracy. We have a holy cause. We have forgotten that. We are in a position to craft a perfect society. Lady Love dies. You said there was no such thing as perfection. One Last Kiss. So I did. The idea of perfection is intoxicating. We always let our guard down and start believing in it. Lady Love dies. We kidnap people from the real world and force them to worship our gods. They're pressed into service on the island, working in our factories and farms before being killed in a mass slaughter ritual. Hard to imagine much perfection coming from that. One Last Kiss. Perhaps we should wipe the slate clean. Lady Love dies. How do we do that? One Last Kiss. I have no idea, investigator. Okay, so I need to be over there. Getting a bit more distance by arcing the dash. And then, if I go into the water over here, I should respawn in front of the one by the yacht. I will also, once I think I've got everyone, I will also check the Steam achievements to see if I'm missing anyone.
Dr. Doomjaz.
Got a sec, Doc? Dr. Doomjaz, can you feel it in the air? Lady Love dies. You've been spraying pheromones again.
The island is about to end.
What he said. Dr. Doomjaz, this may be the last time we talk before you and Judge determine who's guilty. Lady Love dies. We better not waste any more time then.
Well, I had no idea.
Dr. Doomjaz, Lady Love.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Lady Love dies. Stop talking. Dr. Doomjaz, it's been wonderful to see you again. Lady Love dies. Don't. You were never any good at the conversation afterwards.
Indeed.
Dr. Doomjaz, take it. Take this, but save it till until you're off duty. Heck yes, wine. Lady Love dies. Maybe I'll see you on the next island.
Wonderful.
Dr. Doomjaz, I hope so. Philosophy of Doctor. Dead Nebula's freedom letter. Rich and full-bodied. Good mouthfeel. Lingers on the tongue. Oh, that's euphemistic. Right. And now Carmelina. I think Carmelina's got two hangouts left. I think I've hung out with her 3 times. I went the wrong way.
Halt! What do you want?
Apparently we do have to go through it every time. Fun times.
Architect Carmelina Silence.
Can I ask you something, Architect?
Craft is its own reward.
Carmelina Silence. I want to give you something, Investigator.
That's strange.
Lady Love Dies. And I? Carmelina Silence. It's the eye of a worshipper of Blood Dancer. It's been preserved and reformatted into a storage device.
We have achieved perfection.
The chronicles of Blood Dancer have been imprinted into it. By examining the crevices of the eye, you may learn about the god.
Crime cannot hide.
Lady Love Dies. Blood Dancer caused multiple planet-wide genocides as he perfected his insane technology.
How dare you?
Carmelina Silence. There are always sacrifices for progress, Investigator. Lady Love Dies. What are your sacrifices? Carmelina Silence. A personal question. Every day we make micro-choices about how we live. Each one bears the weight of our vision for our own future. Is doing this going to better realise my goal? No? Should I do it? Even though it is more beneficial to the world or loved ones? Can I live with the consequences?
Sorry.
Lady Love Dies. That sounds grave.
Craft is its own reward.
Carmelina Silence. Individual consequences do not have to be life-altering. They all add up, though.
We have achieved perfection.
Please, go and enjoy the island, Lady Love Dies. Through it you may learn more about yourself. Well, I learned that I have a lizard brain that likes to pick up things. Lady Love Dies. Thanks for your time, Architect. Oh, that was her last one. I guess I've spoken to her 4 times. A gift from Carmelina, a preserved eye which has had the chronicles of the god Blood Dancer recorded to it. So I guess one last kiss, and if this isn't the final conversation with the one last kiss, I'll just drop down and run all the way back through the temple. I still have that and this to discover. Hang on, while I'm here. Yeah, this is probably the quickest way together. I'm actually going to go back up to the murder scene to investigate the crate further. If not, of course, there's a wiki to check, because I'd like to get all the clues. I pressed Q by accident. I meant to press tab. To clear this out, the notes out. I feel like maybe I missed something in the barracks as well, but I'll pop in there on my way past, on my way through to. Hang on, I don't have to go through space, do I? There it is. Oh, that's the wrong way. This is down on the Garte's rooms. I followed the blood trail. I should have. I followed the blood trail in the wrong direction. It's this one I want.
What the hell? Got it.
Analyzing.
Sure. That's weird. Oh. That's weird. Got it.
Why do I have to read this every time?
The investigator is here. Sure.
Oh, I wonder if I need to go back to the bunker now I know more. The receiver has the same number as the one witness dialed at midnight last night. Witness opened a crate containing a killer demon remote in the council penthouse. Holy shit. There we go. I had to come back to make the connection. Okay, so it's just the bodies I need to figure out now. See, I'm thinking what happened is maybe Witness got Lydia and Sam to do stuff just as like a, hey, this is sharing complicity. Not that one, not that one. Witness's apartment. No! I wanted the council building. Gosh dang it. Well, it's not that bad, I guess. I'm going to save here, and then I'm going to break into the barracks again. I know I could do all this between conversations with One Last Kiss, but she's just so far removed from everything else on the island. You've got to say we chat. It's how the game knows you're having fun. Right, what is this? I can't interact with this in any way, but it's really annoying me. Already hacked it. Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering if I just missed something in here. Because I did kind of run through in a hurry to wrap up a stream when I was in here last. Okay, nothing up there. This was just records, right?
Scene investigation.
Yes, but there's nothing new to investigate there. As I say, if I can't find it, I will just use the wiki, and that gives me if I need to run down the clock with One Last Kiss, that gives me time to do so as well. No, so it's just the doors down there. Okay. Whee! I was a bit hot on my feet, I'll admit. Let's read that. This was the... yeah. Barracks, coded only to Akiko's blood vial. And the secure tunnel, sorry. That I can access through the giant hole in the wall. I'll get through there. I know I can't. She won't allow it, but can I just break in somehow? That'd be really useful. Oh, this is the main entrance. I still remain reasonably convinced that the solution is in here somewhere as the source of the bodies. I need to get back out anyway. Right, well, as I say, I'll go and talk to One Last Kiss, and I can always run the clock, the timer down with her to find the answer so I can clear up that last investigation note. Figure out what I'm actually supposed to click on. And I'm just doing this backwards to cut down on motion sickness. You know, just whipping the camera around. Can I get into either of these? No. Right, I need to be on that bridge over there. No, wait, I can get up, can't I, from the bar? I can do some parkour and let's say some unintentional platforming and get up to the temple entrance. Do I try for it, chat? Heck yes. Like I said, basically I'm just a pro gamer at this point. May as well just all subscribe right now and reward me for my genius. And inflate my ego beyond its already incredibly low levels. Wait, I said low, I meant high. Incredibly high levels. Save the game. Well, I won't be starting the trial today, so there's that. So that'll be tomorrow's stream, I expect. You know, all things being well. Got time to chat? I have all the time in the world until the island ends. How do you deal with a corrupt ruling class?
Laughable.
One last kiss. No society has ever worked that out. The real world would be a different place if they had. The ruling class are more insidious than the gods. They corrupt all that they touch, mutating society to be something that only benefits them. For every ruler that meets the guillotine, another takes their place. Society births them with no respite.
Aren't you paying attention, investigator?
What would you do? Lady Love dies. Change hearts to change minds. One last kiss. I hope you're right. I hope you can do it. The cycle will repeat until you do. I have enjoyed our conversations, but you have a job to do. Paradise needs saving. I will assist you where I can. Oh, investigator, I have something for you. I don't need it anymore. Wow. Why do I need it? One last kiss. Never forget that the clock is ticking. One last kisser's watch. She doesn't need it anymore. That's a particularly humorous comment to make in a game where time doesn't actually matter. Narratively or literally. But that's everyone, I believe, maxed out. I'll just check my Steam achievements. Oh, whoops, Sam. Got to talk to Sam. Ari, what did you do? That sounds amazing. If you're still in chat, thank you. If you're not, I'll thank you via Discord. Well, I guess then he's going to talk to Sam again. And then there is one achievement left. You can't get it in the same playthrough as you get all of the others. So, and that is beat the game in under 10 minutes. Which I looked at the speedrun.com leaderboards for this game, and there are several categories as I expected there would be, but there's a category breakdown that someone wrote, and it's just like any percent is boring. It's completing the game as fast as you possibly can. I didn't save, but that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Sam Daybreak.
Fancy a drink?
Fancy a drink? Sure, why not? You know me?
My unique blend.
Sam Daybreak. This is my other blend, LD. Vortex. And I trust neat is okay. This one has a punchier taste.
That's weird.
Lady Love dies. That sure hits you. Sam Daybreak. I don't serve this to many guests. They find it too much. It's harder to appreciate, but you understand, don't you, LD?
Sure.
Lady Love dies. Do you miss being an assassin? Sam Daybreak. Death doesn't interest me anymore, LD. Lady Love dies. But it was your calling for so long. Sam Daybreak. Being an assassin hurts too many people. I have a new calling. A new craft, can't you see? Do you miss the Paradise Psycho unit?
I don't like this.
Lady Love dies. Every day. Being an investigator completes me.
Fancy a drink?
Sam Daybreak. That's how I feel, LD. Serving the right drink can change a life. It's better than taking a life, isn't it? Lady Love dies. If someone didn't take a life, I wouldn't be here having this conversation. Sam Daybreak. That's true, isn't it? I've enjoyed our conversations, LD. I hope the rest of your investigation proceeds smoothly. Lady Love dies. Is this our last chat?
Is this a joke, LD?
Sam Daybreak. I'm afraid I need to say goodbye to this bar one last time. So many memories.
I'm glad to be back.
Lady Love dies. It's been a pleasure, Sam. Sam Daybreak. Take care, won't you, LD? Lady Love dies. Always. Okay, that's everyone maxed out. Which means I'm going to pause the game. Hold tab out. Actually, I need to know what's it called? Who killed the Holy Seal Marshals? Because I feel like that's kind of a big avenue of the investigation to just leave unanswered. Let's check the wiki first. That didn't help. I want to know where the clues come from. I don't want to know like who actually did it. Because I'm pretty sure it's probably Akiko because of her whole prisoner transfer thing. Like, am I making that up? Have I accidentally spoiled stuff for myself again? Where is it? Denied body examination, blood mismatch, perfect blade. Okay, that's another thing I've spoiled for myself. I just don't know how to get to it. Oh no, prisoner transfer was in the Nightmare computer. Here. What do I do with this? What do I do with this information? Because I can't talk to anyone about it. But I don't like it being unsorted, because if it's unsorted, I don't know if I can then use it in court, use it in the trials. Checking the murder scene as well as the marshal's barracks seems good avenues of investigation. Well, I've checked both of them is the issue. I know they weren't the marshals that were supposed to be there. So, like, I'm assuming they're the prisoners. Apparently I've missed an area. I've just missed something. Like a whole building. I have missed a whole building. Okay. It's apparently near Syndicate HQ, which is a big ass building. So I'll go back over there and see if I can find it. If not, I will go back to the internet to see if there's any more information about where it is. I'm not going to get fancy, I'm just going to follow the actual, like, road. And I say that and immediately go the wrong way, so I'm just going to get a bit fancy. Please don't mind me. Falling in the water, gosh dang it. Okay, this is Syndicate HQ up here. I mean, there's the door in here that I don't know if I can even get into, like, ever. Citizen services. Oh, that's a raid. My raid alert hasn't gone off. Thank you for the raid, Byron. Hello, raiders. Welcome. I'm thoroughly confused. No, I'm just kidding. My name's Comrade Bubbles. Or Ryan. Most of you already know that, but I'm also thoroughly confused right now. Those of you who've been in my stream before, I've missed an entire location, apparently. Kinder Bueno is pretty good candy. You're not wrong, Byron. You're not wrong in the slightest. You know what? Just for the sake of habit forming. Shout out to Byron Mask. Playing more Stardew. Stardew is a solid game. I approve of that choice. Blink, you want a roast? I'll give you a roast if you give me a second to think of one. Nope. Hang on. Right. While I hydrate. Here's the raid alert. Well, the roast kind of just writes itself. Blink, your presence here leaves my mouth feeling like peanut butter leaves my mouth feeling. For context, peanut butter in this household, at least is called, at least by me, devil's nut butter because it is disgusting. You wrote your own roast there, my friend. Like a peanut. I'm not allergic to peanuts, I just do not like them. Where is this freaking shed? That's the way... Oh, that's the way into the flower bed, apparently. It's the way to the roof. Is this it? Is this it? No. This is it. I haven't hacked this one yet. Okay, well, I found it, chat. We're back in the game. I need a stick. That's not the right stick. That's the right stick. And it's that one and that one. Nope, it's not that one in point of fact. It's that one. And then it... Nope. Nope. There we go. Hey, you wanted the roast blink. You asked for... You literally asked for that. You redeemed points telling me to... what have I done wrong? No, that's that one. That's one. That one's really simple, as is this. Yes, it's that horn. I can never find the other horn. Where's the other horn? Is that one? Yeah. Mystery solved. Monster and Love Dice did the whole set of murders. Exactly. Oh, well, that looks like poop. Looks like something or someone has been dragged through this shed. And this looks like human waste. Oh, it is poop, that's why. A couple of days old at most.
Ooh,
Akiko removed 2 prisoners from the barracks prison recently. Were they in this shed? Is that it? Is that literally the... That was the only thing I was missing, chat. I've tied everything up. I've tied everything together. I did it. I'm amazing. Right, and it's also nearly 6 o'clock, which is about the time I like to wrap up streaming. So that worked out pretty well. I need to go save before I lose my mind about having to. This is the first locked door I noticed in the entire game, and I was like, I can't hack it. I'll remember. I did not remember. I didn't even remember it was there. Shout out to non-spoiler walkthroughs, by the way. I like guides that give you hints rather than telling you where to go. Well, obviously tell me where to go, but it didn't tell me what to look out for. It was like, hey, there's a building in this general area. Find it.
Getting saved.
So, tomorrow, all being well. Hang on, actually. Isn't there a save point right, like, in front of the, That's another one. Yeah, it's this one. This is right in front of the court. So tomorrow, all being well, there shall be a trial, or several trials actually. I have several crimes to accuse people of committing. But hopefully you'll join me for that. So, YouTube, as usual, please do stay safe, healthy, and wholesome. And I hope to see you whenever, YouTube. If you aren't YouTube, by the way, if you are enjoying, please do consider subscribing to the channel, and always let me know what you think in the comments below the video. Why not? But YouTube, that's it for me for now. Thank you very much for watching, and stay safe, healthy, and wholesome.